We're rolling live on Thursday, middays with Marks. 97.5, The Fanatic. I'm your host, Sean Marks. Good morning to everybody listening on the radio, listening on the Fanatic app. There's not a reason that you can't listen wherever, whenever. And good morning to everybody watching on YouTube, both live, our chatters that get involved in the conversation, or if you're maybe watching a little bit later while doing the dishes like I do, good morning. Thanks for joining us. As we say good morning to Mr. Ray Dunn. Raymond.
Good morning, Johnny. How are you?
The air quality's terrible outside. I got an alert on my phone saying
it reminds me of a night
Ray.
where I go through an entire carton the way I'm feeling out there.
Yeah, you're used to it. It's just it's a Friday night for you. And we say good morning to Sean Brace. Hi, Sean.
Oh, it's extra smoky outside. Yeah, stay inside if you don't have to go out. The air quality's bad. Who knows?
It's Code Red Ozone Action Day.
Did you order the Code Red? No, I did not.
You're damn right I did.
But it's there's something going on out there. It's
Because of the wildfires, is that
yeah, I guess at Ottawa. Did I read that correctly? I want to say
a couple years ago Canada screwed us too with these
man.
wildfires.
What's going on up there?
Terrible. You know what's not terrible? LeBron watch day. How many days do we have now of LeBron watch since we actually were like, hey, really?
Yep.
Because however many years ago it was that he went to the Lakers and they flew. Is that when he went to the Lakers when Josh Harris and Morey they flew out?
8.
Was it really that many years ago?
He was with the Lakers for 8 seasons. Crazy how it flew by.
And Morey's with the Sixers then?
He was not.
No. So did Morey not fly out? I thought Morey.
Brand, probably.
Oh, okay. So when they flew out, I'm not telling you I thought it was actually going to happen, but at least it was nice to say, like, hey, he's considering it. And then they fly out, and they don't even have a meeting with LeBron. They're like, Josh Harris is on the plane probably being like, and then they get off the plane, and it's like, oh, LeBron sends his regards, but here's some, I don't know if it was Rich Paul or whoever, but LeBron didn't meet with the Sixers. They must have been pretty pissed. I would have been pissed. Well, I wasn't disappointed that LeBron James didn't sign with the Sixers because it never really became a reality. At some point during this process in the last week, it became not a reality, but it was like, you know what? This could actually friggin' happen. So I'm experiencing the highs and lows, the same thing that happened with Bryce Harper. With Bryce Harper, you get a report, oh, my God, he's going to be a Philly. And then you get another report the next day. He's using the Phillies. He doesn't want to play in Philadelphia. He's going to San Francisco. He wants to be a Dodger. And then finally he signs with the Phillies. But I was down to 5% and back up to 20%.
Oh, how about that?
After yesterday. So I will be disappointed if LeBron doesn't sign with the Sixers. Now, will I be mad? I'm not going to be mad at the Sixers. It's going to be disappointing for a day just because what it could have been.
Yeah.
But I don't know, Sean. I don't know where you guys are at today as far as feeling at the Fanatics. Everything's going up there in New York, and LeBron's going to be there for the podcast.
You know, just flipping through the channels, I saw ESPN say that they ran with the tease. Is this the day we finally get the decision 3.0 for LeBron James? He's up at Fanatics Fest. It does, you know, shout out to Michael Rubin for making this happen because he has never gotten headlines like this for a Fanatics Fest. I don't think this is I think this is year 3 for them, I want to say.
Something like that.
Nothing too crazy, but they added a whole nother, like, gala deal.
It's evolved.
Yesterday,
Yeah.
they did big things. So all the big celebrities are there. And, of course, LeBron James front and center today, according to everybody that's reporting, 1:15. We do have boots on the ground, boys.
We do.
We will have somebody on from Fanatics Fest inside the building. I believe it's over in Brooklyn, if I'm not mistaken.
Barclays.
I don't think it's at the Barclays.
No?
I think it's at some other place.
So I got to be honest with you. I couldn't have any less interest in Michael Rubin and the Fanatics Fest, but now LeBron is like literally. I have no interest in Fanatics or Michael Rubin or any of that crap. But I do respect him because what he's done and the fortune that he's compiled and what he has with this Fanatics thing, it's unbelievable.
Time and
really
time
is.
again. He's such a successful businessman. You would think, like, hey, he's got skeletons in his closet. Everybody does with that, you know, up in that tier. He's been doing it for a long time. He's been in the public eye for a long time. There's been a lot of people in his business, and nothing comes out. He's a local cat.
Yep.
I support Michael Rubin. I pull for him. Conshohocken, and his helicopter flies over my house daily, John.
Is that right?
Swear to you. Yeah, you drive on 76, you see the big gigantic Fanatic sign as you're leaving, heading out west, and the helicopter's always flying in there. But over to LeBron James. So yesterday, Ray and I talked about it, and I'm glad that you're up to 20. That's great. That's great. Hopefully we can raise that up.
You know why? Somebody said that he's headed east. What was the report that came out yesterday that was on? It was not Marcus Spears, but Mark Spear.
Okay.
Is that his name, right?
He's connected.
He had said that he hears that he's headed east.
That's better than Scoop B.
But it is that's what we said.
Yes.
It's
All
more reputable than Scoop B. But does that mean that he's headed to the Eastern Conference? Because I heard it as he's headed east. And Miami isn't east. Miami's its own entity. Miami is South Beach, or Miami is Miami. East is east. It's Philadelphia. It's not New York. It's Philadelphia. It's east.
Cleveland.
But it's Cleveland East, or is that Eastern Conference?
It's east of L.A.
It's not East. It's Eastern Conference. So if he meant the Eastern Conference, it could be Cleveland. But I thought it's not Cleveland. We were off of Cleveland, Ray. Anyway, go ahead.
Not off Cleveland.
But I would just
You
say
still think Cleveland's a possibility?
I think he wants it to be Cleveland, but he doesn't see the logic in Cleveland outside of its home.
I agree.
He wants it to be Cleveland. He wants the storybook.
Because what's the pitch? Oh, well, James Harden's ready to come back. And he's
Right.
like, man,
he's already left Cleveland though twice.
I don't think Cleveland is it.
Right? Like really, you're going back for a third time?
What's the Bon Jovi song?
You can't go home.
Wanted dead or alive?
Yeah, that
Oh, no,
one.
no.
That's
Slippery when wet. Whoa.
Living on a prayer?
Yeah.
I hate Bon Jovi, so I don't know.
I guess my big picture conversation about LeBron is this. I feel good that no matter how this plays out, the 76ers front and center, from one man's opinion here, from everything that I'm gathering and I'm reading, I think that they were the most active in pursuit of LeBron James with the right people. Tyrese Maxey at the top of the list. Of course, Jaylen Brown. And I need to see more about Joel Embiid. I just, I want to believe that Joel Embiid is involved with this. I think, hey, that's great to see his name's there. What's he doing now?
Text message.
Okay, great.
I think he's involved.
Okay, then that's
I don't think, if LeBron wants Embiid to be a part of it, there's no way that Embiid hasn't reached out. Because if he hasn't, then you know what? I'm releasing you. I don't even care about cap. Just go away. Goodbye. We're not even trading you. Goodbye. We can't trade you. Goodbye. I don't need that. There's no way that he wouldn't want to play with LeBron.
You would think.
And there's mutual respect. There's mutual admiration. There's no doubt that LeBron respects the type of game that Joel has.
Absolutely. And Joel is, loves the king. He always says it.
Here's how I would look at it. Cleveland doesn't need to sell itself to Cleveland because it's Cleveland. Miami doesn't need to sell itself to LeBron because he's been there. It's Spoelstra, Pat Riley, and hey, we have Giannis. Right? So is Miami really putting together this urgent, LeBron, you don't understand. We need you. We haven't won a championship. No, he had been there. And the 4 years they went to the finals every year. And Pat Riley's not a type of guy that's going to be kissing his ass, begging him to come there.
Nope.
The Sixers can do that.
Yep.
Gansey and Bob Myers, they're not begging him, but they're saying, hey, you know damn well this is the best spot for you to come if you want to win another championship. And you're going to do what you want to do, and we're going to respect what you want to do, obviously. But I think they're making the decision difficult for him to say no and not think long and hard about it. Because the other side of it is, and don't take this in a negative way, it is Philadelphia. The weather isn't warm for 5 or 6 months. That's during the basketball season.
Yep.
It's not Miami. It's not Florida. It's not South Beach. Not that Cleveland's weather's any better, but you get it. Cleveland's his hometown. Philly isn't. So, yeah, it's a different media. It's something totally different. Maybe he also wants that, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, to me, the beginning conversation with everything involving LeBron, bringing it back to the regular season of last year when it was kind of the writing on the wall that he was done, I always started with he wants another ring. He is in pursuit of championships because of course, he's chasing down 6. That's where I was always at, and I still believe that to this day. Right? You have to ask yourself, okay, when he left Cleveland to go to Miami, what did he want? He wanted to win. We played the cut. He wanted to win multiple championships. Accomplished. When he went back to Cleveland, you saw what he wrote. It's homecoming. I wanted to do
make it right.
Boom, he did that. He goes and wins a championship. Everything that was leading up to going out to L.A., what do we hear? Movie, second part of his career, wants to get this going. He did that. He accomplished it. He won a championship with the Lakers. Now it's about fun. Yeah, I could subscribe to that. I'm not trying to say that that report is lying, but in the top, number 1, it's about winning a championship. Dude is not taking the floor. LeBron James is not taking the floor with a team that he can't compete for a championship.
Oh, totally agree. Is Miami good enough to where he can say, Ray, is Miami good enough to where he knows it's not his best chance, but they'll be competitive and he's playing with Giannis, and maybe they're selling, hey, we're just going to add to the roster. We know right now it doesn't look like a deep team or a good team, a great team outside of a couple of players. But, all right, we have Bam, we have Giannis, and then we're going to add people. And the Heat do a really good job of drafting and developing guys that become role players, become good role players.
Yeah, you know Spo. I mean, you know Eric Spoelstra, you know what he's going to do. He's a really good coach. He's become even better since you left Miami. Look what Bam would do for you. Look what he did to Tyler Hero. He'll step up for you if we need him to. And we got Giannis. Come on. It's Miami.
It's attractive enough with the team.
Yeah.
So you wonder if it's just too attractive to where he can't say. Because if it was the Sixers or the Cavs, I just don't think he's going back to Cleveland. I don't. The third time isn't a charm. Maybe to end his career the last year. This is not his last year. 610-632-0975. Is today really the final day of the LeBron watch? I say no, not even close. 610-632-0975.
I would say no.
But in Cleveland, there's a bakery a guy from a bakery that says it's over.
Uh-oh.
And he's a caller into a sports radio station out there. We have the audio.
Of course he is.
So that might bring me down to 10%. Also, Kevin Durant chimes in his thoughts. Steve Kerr's making jokes about it. LeBron watch continues. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Here, this could be a bad text message. Okay, good. I'll fill you in. I pull into the office, check my pocket, wife's keys.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I did it semi-recently.
Luckily, the extra pair is at the house. Now, there was a time that extra pair was in my car for about a month. I was sweating because they had her and Kendall have a mommy and daughter day today.
Oh,
they're doing
boy.
pottery. Oh, dude, I would have to leave. That would not have been. The Strait is back open. The peace treaties have been signed. White flags have been raised at the household.
Didn't you go out last night?
I did.
Without her?
I did.
This is incredible. This is incredible.
I went home. Yeah. Yeah, man.
So hold on. We're going to get into LeBron. Don't get anywhere. So where did the conflict start? What day was that?
Sunday, All-Star Game Village.
Sunday, you go down. It's your idea. You go to the All-Star Village. You cut fruit. Got snacks. You were prepared as a dad to go down with a 1-year-old and a 5-year-old.
Correct.
And she was annoyed because you didn't secure parking beforehand and you didn't have reservations for lunch.
Yes, and it was more along the lines of like, this is what always happens when you plan a day. It's always willy-nilly. We can't do that with a 1-year-old. And I'm just
suck.
I didn't know how long we were going to be at the All-Star Village. She's like, you were going to feed me fruit at the All-Star Village? I'm like, no, that was not my plan. My plan was to hang at the All-Star Village, work our way down to the Chinese Lantern Festival. That's down there. Yeah, okay.
Sure.
That goes off at 6. We got done at All-Star Village at like 4:30. All right, there's not much for a 1-year-old to do. He ain't waiting in line for 45 minutes, okay?
Right.
Anyways, so yes.
And you go grab some food. So she was somewhat annoyed even though you planned a nice family day.
There you go.
So that on Monday morning,
pissed.
you guys were fighting and you just left and didn't say goodbye. You're like, I'm out.
That's correct.
And then Monday night,
we kind of smoothed it out, but then there was another argument over some nonsense. Again, you know how it is.
and you went to the home run derby on Monday night.
Yeah, I went, yep. So then, all right, again, I got to come in, do the show with Ray yesterday. I said, I'm coming home. We'll talk. We did. We shook hands. The treaties were slid across the table. We both signed them. The Strait is now open. The Strait of Conshohocken is wide open.
And then you went out.
And then I went out. What a game. Messi, Argentina.
I emailed Ray. I said, I need the English and the Spanish calls of the Argentina goals.
The dying embers of a fire, Johnny Marks. What a game. And very unfortunate, though. But I had England. Argentina rolls on. It's going to be a good final on Sunday. Spain and Argentina.
Well, I'm glad the happy marriage is being back.
We're back. We're back
Awesome.
on. Yeah. Oh. But it would have been really bad if she didn't have keys today.
Yeah, that would not have helped your happiness.
The Strait would have been closed again.
All right, so Ray, there's a texter out there that's saying, where there's smoke, there's fire. We're getting LeBron today. Hoo-ah.
He's the GOAT. And because he's the GOAT, nature right now is acting accordingly, giving us smoke on decision day.
Let me tell you something. If you think that LeBron, outside of getting paid a lot of money to do it, is going on with Tyrese Haliburton and announcing where he's going to play, you people are on drugs. He is not announcing his decision today. He is not going to announce his decision tomorrow. He is going to do it when he wants to do it, where he wants to do it. And I don't know the answer to that. I don't know if Rich Paul even knows what he's going to do. I don't know if anybody but LeBron knows what he's going to do. Does he know already and he's just playing this out? Maybe. Is he saying, hey, convince me? Is he playing hard to get and he wants to hear the Sixers and being like, you know what? You're making some good points. Maybe I will consider going there. I don't know. I would just be shocked if it was today.
I thought, because we were doing this yesterday as well, where we were trying to connect the dots on how he would do it. Remember, did the Boys and Girls Club first time. Back to Cleveland, it was the Cleveland Plain Dealer, the big write-up. Out to L.A., didn't want to rub anybody the wrong way with Cleveland. Round 2, quiet. Right?
Did it right by.
See ya. Signed it with the Lakers. Okay. Now, why not Rich Paul podcast? Netflix. Why not?
Yeah, it does feel like that's what I said. Tyrese Haliburton, and he puts out a tweet yesterday, and everyone's like, oh, it's going to be with him. Sure. Yeah, LeBron's going to announce it on his podcast. No, like you said, it's going to be something big. And I don't know when that's going to be. I had said yesterday, Scott Massler, our program director, said, when do you think it's going to be? I said, 2 weeks. I don't think it's going to be next week.
Am I wrong, though? But right, because I got to ask you, that's his podcast. His show with Mind the Game.
Yeah, Haliburton's filling in for Steve Nash.
Yeah, Rich Paul is his own deal.
Yeah, game over something else.
If LeBron was going to do it, wouldn't he do it on his podcast?
Does it feel like there's been enough of a buildup to it?
There's a lot of attention now.
No.
Maybe not in LeBron's head. In my head, yeah, this has been built up enough. Let me know, man.
Everybody's talking about Fanatics Fest at 1:15.
So hold on. The podcast with Tyrese Haliburton's who?
It's Mind the Game. That's him and Steve Nash, formerly J.J. Redick. Steve Nash took over for Redick. LeBron kept
so
the podcast.
it's LeBron and Nash and Halliburton's filling in for
Apparently, he's filling in for Nash.
All right.
What's the matter? Steve Nash's vocals hurting?
I don't know.
Might have been busy.
Did he start the fire up there in Canada?
Billy Joel didn't start the fire.
I hung out with Steve.
I don't
Nash
know.
once.
It was always burning. I'm
Downtown.
not surprised.
Yeah.
In Philly?
Very nice guy. He was in town for a wedding up top, the rooftop down on 4th Street, 4th and Market. There's like a
Hotel Monaco?
Boom. There you go. And he was cool. He was sitting by himself. No one recognized him. I look over. I go, Steve Nash? Next thing you know, cool as can be, man. Hung out 45 minutes.
Yeah?
Had 2 beers. Yeah, man. Super nice guy.
Nice.
Tonight, he is going to be named Athlete of the Century by Time 100 at their gala. That's where I have my eyes on.
I don't know. I don't. Sean brought up a Netflix special. That makes sense.
But is that show bigger than LeBron's show?
So let's think about it for a second. If on a Monday or a Tuesday it comes out that LeBron's going to make his announcement on a Wednesday, or like let's say Monday, news starts filtering out that LeBron's made a decision. And then later on Monday, Tuesday morning, LeBron is going to announce his decision on Wednesday. So in the summer, you don't want it to get gobbled up on a Thursday. You want that on Thursday and Friday being talked about. Like there's no buildup. He would just be announcing it. What I would think is, especially like you had said with LeBron, how he's done this, you're going to get back to this being a big production. And it would just be a surprise to me if all of a sudden he just announces it at some gala or whatever. And I could be totally wrong. That is my best guess right there.
Yeah, we're all guessing at this point in time, right? It's
The
unfortunate.
media's guessing.
I just feel like right now, I think it would be okay if he did it. I think that there's some buildup. I know all the attention that he's continuing to get right now at SportsCenter. This weekend, you have the Fanatics Fest and the World Cup Championship. I don't know when it could be bigger for him. I don't know what could be. Like you said, the pre-promo, I can get behind that theory, but
How many people know he's going to be on this podcast or he's going to be at the? I didn't know anything about this gala.
yeah, I just learned it yesterday.
I just learned it 90 seconds ago.
Are we debating, is he the top athlete of the decade?
I actually thought about it when he said it, and I was going to say 610-632-0975. Who's the top Philadelphia athlete of the century?
So we're going. Let me follow up here. No, the century. So from 2000.
Yeah.
I'm like decade. No, 20. Okay, 2000 to 2026.
Yeah.
The top Philadelphia athlete is the one and only Jalen Hurts.
I was setting you up for it.
You're damn right he is. Bringing this team to the Super Bowl, the highest of the highs. He don't need A.J. Brown anymore. We're going to do it again. The top Philadelphia athlete of this century is the one, the only, Mr. Uno Jalen Hurts. Let's go.
Let me tell you something, brother. When I see you at the Nassau County Coliseum on August 1st,
Yes.
I'm going to slam you.
It's Jalen Hurts, brother. Yeah. Well, he's in that conversation.
I'm trying to think who else it would be. He's the quarterback. He's been to 2 Super Bowls, and he won 1.
Club Hurts.
It can't be Nick Foles.
At Club Hurts on Instagram.
It's certainly not Donovan.
You can email us. We'll get you a card.
It's joint. It's not AI. Is it Chase Utley, Jimmy Rollins? And by the way, I watched the Jimmy Rollins, the Up in Smoke or whatever that stupid thing is on. But I watched the whole thing. I can't imagine that was interesting to anybody but us.
Dude, it was awesome, though.
It was awesome. I can't recommend. I watched the whole thing this morning.
Jimmy opened
Did you
up.
see
He sure did, fighting with Scott Rowland and stuff like that. It was awesome.
Yep.
the Twitter account for All the Smoke Baseball has like 2 followers?
Well, our interviews get more views than that had after 24 hours.
Right, which is insane. I mean, I don't mean to do
I didn't
promo
know.
work for a podcast you can go listen to right now, but it's fantastic.
Matt Barnes is stoned out of his mind and doesn't know anything about baseball, so he just sits there.
Damn
Who's
right.
the other guy?
Steven Jackson.
No, not in the baseball one. This is
Oh.
a specific baseball.
Oh.
And he's a former player, and he's really good. I meant to Google who it was. He's really, really good. He does his homework. He knows his stuff.
A podcast series hosted by Matt Barnes alongside a rotating cast of ex-players, Nick Swisher, Chris Young, CC Sabathia. Chris Young.
Must have been Chris Young, the pitcher? Wasn't him.
Well, the one clip, I did not watch it in its entirety, and I need to do it. But the one clip I saw about how Pat Burrell had to have a beer with Jimmy because I forget what was it? Oh, man, I apologize. But there was something that happened, and like you said, these things are only hitting for us in Philadelphia, but to revisit those times.
Pat was the glue. Pat was the guy that would not unite everybody. When somebody had a problem with Jimmy or somebody else, because Jimmy talked about coming in as a rookie, and I think he said 10 African-American teammates. And then in year 2, there were 3. And it was much different because it's like now he felt like he had a group of guys that he could relate to and could relate to him. And the veteran players could be like, hey, listen, just tone it down. Like, they don't understand the enthusiasm that you have. You just got to tone it down a little bit in front of this group of players or whatever. You get these old grumpy white players in their 30s. You got Jimmy that's 21 bouncing around and talking trash.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, and he had said that him and Scott Rowland had a beef early on. He raved about Larry Boa. It's really, if you haven't checked it out, it's amazing. I watched the
really
whole
good.
thing.
I definitely will watch it.
Him talking about being upset at Andrew Jones Hall of Fame induction. Him talking, just the whole thing.
The whole thing's great. It really
Chase
is.
Utley dynamic, yeah.
Mitsui going off in 09, upsetting all the Yankee fans out there.
Yep.
I mean, he really did carry him in
The Eagles' chance too.
Chris Young, the outfielder, yeah, because it was an African American co-host. He was really, really good.
Yeah,
it was good. All right, so let's steer it back to LeBron. Do we have Shams earlier this week? Here's Shams.
My understanding is right now, as we speak, LeBron James has the information that's needed to make a decision. It's decision time right now.
Just pause it real
LeBron
fast.
James.
This is Shefty at its best. He's saying nothing over this next 30 seconds.
The only thing that matters is decision time.
But he's doing the A.J. Brown, what all the insiders had to do with A.J. Brown. Keep playing it.
I don't know.
He literally, they're just resetting the same 2 pieces of information they know. Go ahead.
Team presidents, GMs, they're all talking to Rich Paul here again this week. They've made all their pitches. LeBron James has listened to multiple voice notes delivered to him by Rich Paul from other owners and presidents from teams that are trying to give him their best pitch. And the feel is that those 5 teams remain in the mix, but a focus on Cleveland, Miami, and Philadelphia.
Yeah. So he says it's decision time. Okay, does he really know it's decision time? He doesn't know. No one knows. I don't know if Rich Paul knows. He knows better than us. But when he does know the decision, it's not just, okay, let's announce it. It's what do we do next? And if he made the decision this week, what do you do next? I don't know if doing it right now. Listen, I hope he announces it at 1 o'clock today. We get it on the air, and I say, Ray, we have breaking news. Actually, you know what, Ray? I'm not even going to give you that. I'm going to announce it because I want to shine on this one.
Damn right.
Can I at least get a collab from the Instagram?
You hit the button. Yeah, Dutch, how about this? Okay, can we time out? Can we go ahead and go 3 wide? You make the announcement, but we're like,
I was just kidding when I said
Oh, okay. That's
I was just kidding.
I
Yes.
just want the collab. I don't need to say a word.
Oh, I want to be on the video.
Yes, no. So here's a promise. If it breaks during the show, I'm going to say, Ray, we have LeBron James breaking news, and then we're going to hold. We're going to make sure that Dutz has the 3
wide, yep.
And then you're going to go, woo,
hit the button, boom, boom, boom.
That's fair.
We've had some good breaking news on the show.
We have.
Yeah.
I was on the air when Harper signed, afternoon drive, and literally while he signed, we were like, 1 hour of the show he was going to sign. The next hour he wasn't going to sign. It was all based on some stupid John Heyman tweet or Bob Nightingale or some other insider or like whatever. And at least I don't feel like that as much with LeBron because there's not as much crap that's being thrown around out there.
Okay.
But the 76ers have as good of a chance as anybody. Certainly Miami, if Miami's the front runner, we know why Miami's the front runner. I think the Sixers are. I believe it's coming down to the Heat or the Sixers.
You know what? I do know this. He's enjoying every minute of it. And you talked about the build-up. I just threw his name in the Google search, and there are so many articles written about him, everything previewing the Fanatics Fest. Michael Rubin should pay him tenfold, whatever he gave LeBron. Because even with the Kevin Durant nonsense last year, if you remember, he went to Houston. That became official, I want to say, during the time that Durant was like literally live via podcast on a stage at Fanatics Fest. People were throwing things at him. People were going absolutely berserk. I'm bringing it up because LeBron James yesterday on Instagram came over. He's like a 14-year-old boy on social media. It's hysterical. He put about 20 emojis that are laughing, and I guess this is the Rich Eisen show with the two fill-ins. I have no idea who these people are. One dude's a bald guy, white guy. The other dude's a black dude.
I saw that.
And he said he's laughing at the fact that he would be a non-factor next season. Yeah, that's an idiotic take. I don't know how you could say LeBron James what we just saw is a fluke.
So Rich Eisen has fill-ins this year because I saw something yesterday. I think it was the Rich Eisen show that they were saying, oh, he's signing with Golden State because he's playing golf right now with Kevin Hart and somebody else. Yeah, but they're in New Jersey.
Yeah, actually, they were. I've been paying attention. They were playing golf in Cleveland.
So they were in Cleveland.
That round was Kevin Hart, Draymond Green, LeBron, and some other white dude, and that was at a golf course in Cleveland. But he's been situated in New York because for obvious reasons. He went to the Jay-Z show back-to-back nights. He's got Fanatics Fest. He was playing golf up there at Liberty National, which is right outside of Manhattan. He knows.
He's got some kind of life, man.
Yeah, he's a billionaire.
Meanwhile, I was driving around like a bat out of hell, dropping the kids off at camp and to be watched this morning so I could make it here by 9:50.
Dude, it's literally work before work. Like this is the first time I've ever had to deal with dropping kids off. It's work before work. I have to leave like an hour earlier to do all this. This is new to me, so I'm allowed to complain. This is the first time for me. For all the parents have been doing this drop-off line. I had a kindergartner.
She just finished. It just started now.
Yep.
With the drop-off.
And now I have a 1-year-old that I have to drop off at a babysitter. So I go 2 spots. I'm sweating. I'm coming in. I'm running late. We're texting.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like Rossini. Well, officer, you got to understand. I'm on the Middays with Mark show. I'm talking to Ray Dunn.
Right.
Just sent Petrillia Club Hurts video.
Hey,
It's for QB1. He's being disrespected again.
Ray,
He's 17th.
Ray, what do you got?
I'm interested. Like when you say it's not happening today, this entire conversation about today, if it doesn't happen 1:15, as much as I want to believe the gala would happen like tonight, it just doesn't give you a runway for an entire week of conversation.
No, it gets buried. I'm just telling you, and this should matter. With LeBron, it doesn't really matter. Probably not. But if I was advising him, you don't do it on a Thursday night in the summer going into a Friday.
Right.
You're burying it. It's a news dump is what it would be. And I just don't think that, like, LeBron does things like that.
Do we have days of the week for the last time? I'll hit the research department for the last time. Not counting the decision. When the magazine came out and he was going home in 2014, and in 2018, how do you announce it then again? I'm forgetting how he announced it.
He didn't do the Lakers. He just went.
Okay.
I just think it was a report.
All right. I need to find the days of the week for that. This is where we're at.
Yeah. No, you're right. Do some digging. Also, the offshore markets, the prediction markets, the Calcium Company. Apparently, the Sixers are now front runners.
Seriously? Yeah, but like that's based on what people are betting.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean. I mean, think about it. When the public's all over one side, what does that typally mean?
Yeah, it means the other way.
Yeah, go the other way.
Yeah.
So,
but money coming in.
I mean, if I was to bet, especially with what it was a couple days ago, I would have went Philly. It's just better bang for the buck.
Yeah, so who knows what those prediction markets are all about, but I'm not going to read too much into that. At the end of the day, I think he wants to win a championship. This is the best place to do so. You had Tyrese Maxey leading the charge, who is a Clutch Sports representative. I think that the connection is there. Nick Nurse, of course, Bob Myers. Bob Myers speaks volumes in this conversation, right? Gansey, the connection there. There's a lot of things moving in the right direction here. A lot of symmetry. You know, a lot of things that could smooth over the fact that he's never played for Nick Nurse or Jaylen Brown or Joel Embiid's health. A lot of the question marks. You really want to go to Miami? What, because of golf? You got to deal with Pat Riley stealing your cookies. They're not that good. I get it. You got Bam. You got Giannis. That front court is really heavy. What do you got for me as far as guards are concerned? Good luck. Cleveland, it's a good team. You got Evan Mobley.
we have a good club.
Donovan Mitchell. You got scoring, but you're going home to Cleveland, a place that you already left 2 times. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, the Woj tweet is at 12:08 on Monday, July 2nd. So it's the beginning. It's literally a Monday going into Monday. July 4th is the 4th. A lot of people are off that week. But when everybody woke up on Monday morning, they knew LeBron had signed with the Lakers. So could they have waited a week? If you were going to do it that week, that's the way to do it. Wouldn't you agree, Ray? I mean, it's not an ideal week as far as news, but if people woke up on Monday morning, LeBron signing, that's at least the best time to do it that week.
Right. And the story came out in 2014 on a Monday. You mentioned that Sunday night into Monday, start of the league year 2018. Do we think Monday then? Or are we really doing a week and a half?
Just throw me in the fire.
I don't even think it's next week.
Oh, no. You think he carries? See, then we're entering territory that it's not fair to the team.
So just do you think that they want to build this up even more? Do you think that next week is the week where it's like, oh, like LeBron this, LeBron that? Or are they playing games to where they want to get all this attention and then it's the following week that they announce it? To me, it just doesn't feel like that we're at the point where it's like, all right, I think a decision's coming soon. Does it feel like a decision's coming soon? It doesn't feel like a decision's coming soon to me.
I'm honestly thinking today's the perfect day. That's I can get down to what you're saying. You're not wrong. Like, I could definitely vibe with your opinion on that, but I think today is the perfect day. Just shut everybody up. Let's start talking about LeBron James on the floor with every team. It's going to be a huge deal, whoever gets him. Today, announcing it on your podcast at Fanatics Fest. No better time than right now. Oh, by the way, with that, we will have a gentleman by the name of Phil live from Fanatics Fest at 12:30. Phil has a really good social media.
It's Filthy in Philly, right?
There you go. Yes,
Yeah.
Filthy in Philly. He's a part of the Fanatics crew that Petrilli and company.
He's one of the sellouts. Because there are people mad that these local influencers connected themselves to the Fanatics.
People are always mad. I actually, again, I support Michael Rubin. I do. I give him
Hey,
credit.
man, if Michael Rubin wants to make me an influencer for the Fanatics, I'm in. Yeah, raise it.
Sign me up for a second on that one.
At the end of the day, these guys aren't getting rich,
I'm in.
okay? I'm sure they're getting like a discount, some stuff sent to them. But Rubin was getting destroyed by multiple people on social media, and they were building up followings. This was a couple months ago. Rubin brought him in, sat him down, and then this is where this came from. They have people in all sorts of cities that form these groups that he can go and
Hey,
get some
man,
feedback.
the dude knows what he's doing. All right, coming up, we're going to play you this Cleveland baker. This is the bakery owner. He believes we're going to wait to find out. What does that mean? Well, we'll play you what he said. He called into the sports radio station in Cleveland. We'll have that for you. And get in your phone calls and your text messages. Remember, not only your text message on the Davis Honda text line, 610-632-0975. Just make sure you leave your name and location or we're not going to read it. But your voice memos. So just shoot the voice memo, 610-632-0975. It's Middays with Marks, 97.5.
Got something to say about Philly sports?
today really decision day? I'm reading on Facebook. You know, Ray, Facebook is this new thing to me.
I've long said it's very trustworthy. I get most of my information from that.
Well, noted Facebooker Ramon Leon, who has it's quite a following. Seems like he does a lot of writing about the teams on there. He's talking about LeBron, and he says he is widely expected to announce his decision for where he will play during this event, talking about what's going on today. Is he really widely expected to announce it today, or are people just thinking he could? I haven't heard anybody say he's going to announce it today. There's a lot of people that don't know that are maybe guessing. Is he I'm asking because I don't think, and I could be totally wrong.
Who knows?
Yeah, that's what I say. Who knows?
I'm asking the question. Who actually knows? Rich Paul, I think, knows. LeBron definitely knows. Wife definitely knows.
You would think.
hope.
Yeah.
Hey, honey,
Maybe.
guess what? We're going back to Cleveland. Hope you're cool with that.
Right.
He can't tell anybody else. Like that's his circle. That's it.
Bronny,
Maybe.
I'm leaving you out in L.A.,
Well, I can
kiddo.
tell you this. There's been no leak. There's been no
None.
leaks. No leaks at all.
That's it.
So this has been when he went to freaking Miami, nobody knew what he was going to say up until he said it.
It's true.
People were guessing, but nobody really knew.
Stephen A. said every possible name of a team that he could potentially. I remember leading into that thinking he was going to the Bulls because of Stephen A. And then Stephen A. said the Knicks.
He
I
didn't
think.
know. No one
Yeah,
knew.
Yeah, no,
So I mean, maybe he does announce it today. I don't think it's widely expected. I mean, would I be surprised if he announced it today? I would. I would be surprised.
I'm starting to get to that place because this is just me texting around trying to, hey, you got time to come talk with us? It doesn't seem like there's a strong media contingent of national media members in New York. And not that Fanatics Fest is this place for the journalists to be like, oh, this is awesome. I want to play in the Fanatics games. But, you would expect if this announcement's going to happen, they at least want the video of it. They at least want to be outside. If you're an ESPN reporter, hey, we're live outside of Fanatics. It just doesn't sound like there's this media atmosphere.
There's not.
Outside of Fanatics Fest right now.
I mean, are we rolling when he comes on at 1:15? We should be.
Oh, damn right.
But are people going to be tuned in to see his decision? I just think he's going to be more deliberate about it than, he's got his. This is where he needs to give the next clue or the next breadcrumb.
Are we able to? Let me ask you this, Ray. Do you never ask a question I don't know the answer to? Is this live? Is this taped?
I'm assuming it's live.
I don't know if it's live to everyone or if
Yeah.
it's just live to those that pay to be at Fanatics Fest.
Correct. I don't know either.
I think a fast Google search could probably clear that one up. If it is, let's just put it on.
I don't. If you ask me right now, I'd say I don't think it's streaming live for us.
So if it's not streaming live, why would he want that? Doesn't he want everybody waiting with bated breath, watching live? It just doesn't make it, especially if it's not going to be live. And it's just I don't know how many people actually know that he's actually doing this today, outside of the people like us, that this is what we do for a living.
Correct. I don't think he wasn't even there last year. So this again, I'm spitballing here. I got the tinfoil hat on.
The Mind the Game episode with James and Halliburton will be released on July 21st on YouTube, Prime Video, and other platforms.
It's recorded.
Yeah, he's not
Not
going to
even live.
announce it, and then they're going to put it at 21st.
Hilarious also, the AP that came out with this story that he was going to do a live podcast with Halliburton. The taping will come roughly 2.5 weeks after the start of NBA free agency. Whatever his choice is, it would seem likely James announces something long before that July 16th podcast taping.
Mm-hmm.
So if this is coming out today, it's going to be released on the 21st. I don't know if they put some stuff out there before to promote it. I don't know. It seems far-fetched that he's going to announce it, and it's not going to be released till the 21st.
Yeah, I agree.
Doesn't make a whole heck of a lot of sense.
I would only say this, and again, I got the tinfoil hat on. There might be a future business deal between him and Ruben.
Dude, you're spot on.
Might be.
Ruben has a business relationship with the 76ers, had to sell a stake in the Sixers because of it. Didn't he? Because of the Fanatics casino? Yeah, he had to sell the stake.
Yes.
Yeah, but he's still very much involved in the 76ers.
Sure. Well, wow. I didn't even connect the dots, though, on
That's
that.
another dot.
Yeah, I didn't even go there. I was just saying business-wise, Fanatics with LeBron doing something in the collectible space, whatever it may be.
Nick in Elkins Park has a really good point here on LeBron and the Sixers. Nick, what's up, buddy?
Hey, good morning, guys. What's going on?
Hey, man. What up, Nicky?
So, I don't want to go down tinfoil hat, but one thing I will say is I have a childhood friend that works for the NBA. He hasn't heard any definitive info. But one thing that I talked about with him was LeBron's camp is very aware of marketing dynamics. He's played on a West Coast team. He's played in the Midwest. He's played in the Southeast. The area of the country that he hasn't tapped into is the Northeastern corridor. And his team is very aware of that. And that's income, that's media. Sean is spot on. One of the things that he brought up, Sean just talked about, his connection with Ruben, that's real. Ruben's still got connections in the Northeast, spends time in the Hamptons, used to have a stake in with the Sixers. All this stuff is real. Now, he didn't say, I heard he's signing in Philly. What he said is his camp is very aware of an untapped media market, which is where we live. And it's a big media market. Some would say third in the country, maybe fourth, somewhere in that area. And again, I go back to my call the other day. He is definitely a shiny object guy. America 250, All-Star game in Philly, FIFA
World
in
Cup.
Philly.
Yep.
Like, all these things, like, LeBron is very aware of the, to take a Bill Simmons term, the zeitgeist. There is something to that. And another thing I want to touch on, if you want to talk about golf, people who really know their golf, Philadelphia is a golf mecca. Now, you might not be able to play for a couple months in the winter.
That's the issue.
Sometimes you can play through the winter. I'm a member at a local club.
Yeah, that's fair.
We have mild winters sometimes. And I'll tell you what, people want to talk about San Francisco's golf scene. Philly, Pine Valley, Marion, Aronimink, Huntington Valley, manufacturers. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Walnut Lane.
Nick, I'm sorry we got to run. We're up against it. More on this coming up. The Cleveland Baker. He's going to tell us why LeBron's coming. We have some texts on the Philly Athlete of the Century. And the Phillies get back at it starting tonight. Big 11 o'clock hour coming up next. Middays with Marks.
Hey, it's Ray Dunn, and located in the heart of South Philly Stadium District, it's Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia. Earlier this week, Tuesday night, leading up to the Midsummer Classic, I was hanging out down there, and it was a tremendous time. And it's been a tremendous time all summer long. For the biggest sports summer in Philadelphia, there's one place to be. It's down there at Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia. If you want to be in the center of the action with Game Day Bites at Sports and Social, maybe get the 360 views at Center Bar. Of course, you got the FanDuel Sportsbook, wall-to-wall screens, always an electric watch party, energy, and more. This game day, you have to go to Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia. Make it a total experience with over 2,000 of Philly's hottest slots, over 130 table games, and a live poker room. Hungry? Experience a new era of flavor at Luck Food by Jet Tila, featuring a fresh East meets West menu curated by the Iron Chef himself. And your Philly favorites are back at the all-new 10th Street Market, featuring an expanded menu at Lorenzo and Sons Pizza, the iconic flavors at Termini Brothers Bakery, and Gino's Steaks. Plus, unwind at the brand-new Library Bar with handcrafted cocktails and bites, only at Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia. Visit livecasinophilly.com for details. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
LeBron watch continues. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update, and it feels like we have been doing this now for weeks, but we are still talking about where exactly LeBron James will be playing next. He's got the entire NBA world watching him, and today he's recording a live version of his podcast at Fanatics Fest at 1:15. He'll be honored by Time later on today. He'll be back at Fanatics Fest tomorrow. We'll see if there's an update there for you. Adam Aronson of Philly Voice joined us yesterday and said, I don't really think this is going to be something wrapped up soon.
He can hold this up for as long as he wants. I don't think that this is going to run into, August or anything. But the difference between doing it this week versus next week versus the week after, there's probably not really any functional difference for LeBron.
You listen to that interview on our website, Fanatic app, or our YouTube channel. Phillies return to action tonight against the Mets. End of the second half, 54-43, 2 games back of the National League East leading Braves. Christian Scott gets the start for New York. Aaron Nola on the mound for the Phillies. 7 o'clock start tonight on ESPN. And Jonathan Tannenwald of the Inquirer is reporting the Philadelphia Union will be bringing back Kai Wagner. This update is brought to you by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for quote today. You are in good hands with Allstate. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5. The Fanatic.
So much stuff to talk about today. We are going to check in live at the Fanatics. Is it the Fanatics Fest?
That's correct.
Not the Fanatic Fest.
Fanatics
Not the
Fest.
Fantasy Fest.
No.
Not Fan Fest.
Not Fan Fest, which originally it was the Fanatic Fest, right?
Fantasy Fest.
Fantasy Fest is what it was.
And
Then it
Q.
became the Fan Fest because there was no fantasy involved.
Say Fantasy Fest makes me think it's something else.
Key West. Fantasy Fest is in Key West.
Well, that's what we called the originally here at the Fanatic. Remember
we?
had it was the Fanatic Fantasy Fest.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Nahagian envisioned it as all these different things, like have a rock wall and batting cages, and
Yeah.
it was just us
Girl-
hanging out and drinking.
Girls from Risque.
Right.
We had the
Not
swimming,
that kind of
we
fantasy.
had the swimming pool out in the parking lot of Xfinity Live. Yeah, Fantasy Fest goes down in Key West, October, I believe. Yeah,
The Key West Boomerang. You know what that?
No, don't. Love Key West, though.
Do you?
Oh, absolutely.
Never been.
Got married and went down there 2 other times.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so let's play the Cleveland Bakery owner before I forget and we don't play it again. So this is ESPN Cleveland. This show seems right up my alley because there's the host and then there's the second guy, and they get the wacky callers. And here's one of the wacky, and apparently he's a regular caller based on the conversation. Listen.
What are you hearing? What is the latest?
Okay. I talked to my buddy yesterday. I'm not mentioning his name
No
on
names.
the radio.
No names.
He He'll be he'll be here July 25th. We're going to go have lunch together. And if he hasn't made the decision yet, I'm going to call you with him next to me, and you can talk to him.
Wait a minute. July 25th? That's a week and a half away.
Oh, LeBron's partying. He don't want to make no commitments right now. He's having a time of his life. I'm just telling you, I got twin daughters. On my two daughters, he will be a Cavalier. The only reason I don't say 100% is because the only thing is 100% is we're going to die.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's 99%.
Are we all going to die before LeBron decides what he's going to do?
All right, so it's not 100%, but I'm going to put my twin daughters on it.
And my twin daughters.
So the timing that we're talking about does make sense. So if you're just tuning in or you didn't, because I know during the break, I heard Nate back there, a couple people called in and said, hey, did LeBron make his announcement? No. So at 1:15 today at the Fanatic Fest up in New York, he has his podcast live, 1:15. It's not, but it's live in person. It's not live on YouTube. You can't listen to it or watch it live.
That's correct.
It's taped, and it's going to be released on the 21st, right? 5 days from now?
That was what the AP reported.
Okay, so there's no way he's announcing it today. Like even if even if you're saying okay, well, maybe he doesn't do it on the podcast, but he's going to do it at this event at night, or he's going to do it tomorrow. Well, whatever he talks about on the podcast is null and void. Because if he announces his decision after the podcast, but before it's released, what's the point of having it? None. So he's not going to announce it till after the 21st. So. I mean, I would think that they already have a timetable of when. Even if he doesn't necessarily know what he's going to pick, they know when he needs to officially decide by.
I definitely think that there's enough buildup to do it today. Just bringing it back to one of our original conversations earlier, the last hour. Every article is written about him right now. It's a slow time. There's not much to talk about. He's getting enough bang for his buck. He's there. Like, okay, he walks up, he grabs the microphone. Everybody's going to be going nuts, hooting and hollering. He knows why. Is he just really going to sit there and talk ball with Tyrese Halliburton with the obvious just hanging over them? Where are you playing, LeBron? Oh, with the weight. Like, is that what we're going to do today? That's going to make me not like him. It's really not. Honestly, it's going to rub me the wrong way.
You know what I would do? Based on the playbook so far? It's exactly what Rich Paul did. He's going to talk about each team.
Wow.
Maxie's my little brother.
Wow.
Love the guy. VJ Edgecombe. Joel, he's going to talk about each destination and break it down.
That changes it, and, man, that is a great call by you. That changes it. If he does that, that's cool. I'm in. But if he gets up there and it's like, everyone's, where are you going, LeBron? And he's like.
But why hold it for 5 days? You know what I mean?
Just to continue to stir it up.
Yeah, think about it.
Yeah, but it doesn't get released for 5 days.
Dude, if he does, okay, yeah, the podcast you're saying? Yeah, that's, I don't know. I got nothing for you on that.
We start the week next week with the, we're resetting. The decision's coming soon. Whole thing. Tuesday morning at 6 o'clock, the podcast drops. We're scrambling around here to see whatever he said about the 76ers. Everyone around the country scrambling around to see what he said. You get the reaction day Tuesday bleeding into Wednesday. And then, now we're at later part of the week. Shams does another one of those minute-long videos where he says, it's about happiness. It's about winning a championship. It's not about the money. Here are the 5 teams. You might have heard. The Warriors. He's friends with Draymond Green.
Steve
the
Kerr.
Timberwolves. They're out there. They're existing.
Voice memos.
Of course. Cleveland. It's home. Miami. He was there.
The Baker.
And the 76ers after they trade for Jaylen Brown.
Steph, Draymond.
And then we do that
AJ
cycle
Brown.
again.
June 1st deadline, the salary cap hit.
And then the 27th comes around, and maybe that week is where we get it. He's that call it right. Why am I believing the Baker right now? But right now, that's the thing I have to go on, and I'm kind of with it.
I think I'm taking the Baker's word over anybody at this point in time.
The Baker actually sounded somewhat competent.
Hey, man, you're putting it on your daughter's heads. You better be right.
Both of them.
Well, so let me back it up
favorite.
because I think we're on to something. I really do. I think we're on to something. You said why hold on to it to 5 days? You're talking about the recording today, right?
Yeah.
See, I just think that's for like sponsorships. Like, they got to do. They got to
sell.
They got to do the reads and stuff. The videos would be put out in 5 days.
Okay, so it's got to be produced.
Yeah. So nothing on the podcast today is really going to mean anything, like you said, next week. The only thing that they're doing is just checking the boxes.
But they want people to watch it next week. So if the idea is that you want people to watch it on Tuesday, and you probably release some stuff on Monday that is a tease to what you're going to see on Tuesday, that gets everybody talking on Tuesday for the release. And, I mean, that's what I would do is I'd see, like, what did Rich Paul do? He had a whiteboard. He broke them all down, and it was fascinating. What if LeBron broke down all the teams like Rich Paul did?
Can Tyrese Halliburton get involved with this conversation? Like, wouldn't he be approaching something that is probably viewed in the wrong lens in the NBA? Like, aren't you tampering? No, because he's a free agent.
He's not a GM. He's not talking about.
He's a free agent.
Maxey's talking to LeBron right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
No, but also Halliburton can also. Yeah, man, Maxey's really good.
Well, why wouldn't he say the Pacers?
Well, because I don't think the Pacers are being considered.
Indiana, bro. LeBron, where do you want to spend your final years?
Actually got a good
Indiana?
team. Actually, they went to the finals 2 years ago.
Yeah, a lot of great golf, really great weather, and a big media market out there in Indiana.
Anyway, I think we've cracked the code. And I'm off all next week. So selfishly, I hope it does go for 2 more weeks.
I hope
it's not at the earliest. It's next Thursday, next Wednesday or Thursday at the earliest.
I still believe today. I do.
Okay, would you like to bet today? I'll give you pretty good odds.
What are you talking about? 5-1?
Well, I'm talking. Yeah, whatever you tell me. Yeah, 5-1, sure.
I'm not gonna because I like.
Yeah,
yeah, but it does make sense for today. However, I think if he does what you just said with the Rich Paul vibe, that would just think about what that would do to the timeline. It would melt. The timeline would melt from every team's position.
When the decision happened, he needed TV to do it. He needed ESPN to do it. Now, not only does he not need TV, he's not going to use TV. He goes on YouTube. Does he have his own YouTube channel or like whatever it is? He literally could be like, LeBron has made his decision. Wednesday at 8:00, he's going to announce his decision on YouTube. They might break YouTube. How many people would watch that live? As opposed to saying, hey, ESPN, we're going to do it on there. No, he doesn't need LeBron doesn't need anybody anymore.
No, he doesn't.
You don't need TV. You don't need websites. You don't need any of that. He's his own entity.
He needs us when he comes here.
Yes. He needs you to do the LeBron show every week.
I will.
As you will.
Richard Jefferson, just you wait. Your inbox will be filled up.
Yeah, I'm something. My spidey sense is tingling. I'm going to stick to my guns that we get an announcement coming up here at 1:30. I'm not just doing it for the sake of the conversation today. I'm not.
But
I'm doing it because I do believe that this is the perfect time and that there is some sort of deal cooked up because this is the first time that he's at Fanatics Fest between him and Ruben. Him, Ruben, their companies, whatever it may be. And then that is today's the liftoff. Today is like day one of this. We're coming together. There's business between us moving forward. Maybe not all that is announced, but today, LeBron James, and I'm here to tell you guys that I'm going to be playing with the Philadelphia 76ers.
And, Ray, we would find out from some booger eater that tweets it out that's there to watch LeBron James live at the Fanatic Fest.
They'll be videoing, too.
That's it. Yeah, that's how you would find out.
That's right.
Breaking
Could you imagine
news.
being that person?
Yeah.
You think Beasley could throw me a couple bucks, slide in with a ticket up there?
Head up there right now. Hurry up.
We got Phil from Filthy and Philly. Sorry, on Instagram.
He's an influencer involved with the Fanatics.
He's hanging with Gary V this morning. Come on.
I saw the picture.
Unbelievable.
Screw Gary V.
Oh, whoa.
He's so annoying.
Yeah, he was the original, though.
No, like, listen, he's a friggin' genius. Don't get me wrong, but
pavement pounder back in the days.
All right, so let's pivot here for a little bit. More on LeBron and the situation coming up. And obviously, any rumor, it's the LeBron watch, anything, even if it's unsubstantiated and probably not true, we'll give you the rumors that are out there, Sean. I've given Ray creative control. Even if we don't believe it, we still put it out there.
Works for me.
We heard from Johnny Sticky Buns in Cleveland.
What about Johnny Gabagool?
Johnny Gabagool.
Who had his copper wire stolen from his deli.
Geez.
All right, so earlier, is LeBron being honored for what did you say, for the athlete of the century?
Athlete of the century by Time.
Okay, is he the athlete of the century? I mean, Tom Brady? It's football? LeBron? I'm just trying to think who are the biggest stars in
Tom
sports.
is actually a good call there by you.
Tom is a good one. I think I'm putting him in front of Tom Brady.
Well, he's bigger internationally. I mean, football's a very American sport. Not that people around the world don't know who Tom is. Everybody knows LeBron James is.
It's got Messi is still up there. Good grief.
Yeah,
Messi.
I don't think in America they're gonna.
But is this world? Is time world, or is it just straight up America?
I would have to assume that it's heavily weighted towards Americans.
Tiger Woods is in that mix, especially from 2000.
Tiger, yeah.
Is he being honored tonight?
Yeah, he's not gonna be. He's not gonna be.
I hit a few things.
All right, so who's the? So you said we had some feedback on the Philly athlete of the century.
Yes, we got two people chiming in. The Philly athlete of this century is J-Roll. Jimmy Rollins, Ryan and Somerton being the one leading the charge on that one. Ryan Howard a close second. No one else is close to those two guys.
Oh, yeah?
No one.
No, there's definitely people that are close. And one of the guys has never won a championship, and I think he's in the conversation. 2-time scoring champion, 1-time MVP. Joel Embiid is in that conversation.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. He's been playing for 12 years in this city.
I mean, all right, the conversation is a broad conversation if you're including Joel Embiid. You can't get past the lack of success in the playoffs. You can't.
2-time scoring champion,
Dude.
back-to-back.
Right, and he doesn't show up. He's late to everything.
How many times he's been an all-star?
All right, AI or Joel Embiid?
From 2000?
And AI was rookie in 96.
Doesn't count.
I know. So I'm saying, like, he was in the league 96, 97, 98, 99. So 5 years he was in the league, and he goes downhill pretty quick.
Pretty fast. And when did he leave?
So you just said in the 2000s, Embiid's over AI.
Yes. Yep.
Ray?
Not getting an argument with me on that one.
Yes.
You know who I think will argue with Sean?
Who?
Anybody that's 40 or older
Yeah.
that's going to say you're insane.
Wait a minute, but we're not including.
I'm not disagreeing. Look at Allen Iverson. I'm an Allen Iverson guy.
Same.
I'm not necessarily a Joel Embiid guy, and I respect the talent and what he's accomplished. And I said this yesterday. I admire him coming back like he did last year. I really do.
Oh, no.
That was something.
Oh no.
But Embiid. I mean, what Embiid has done out, because not like Iverson had all his great postseason success. He had the 1 year. They never made it to an Eastern Conference final other than that 1 year. Just be careful when you talk about Bubba Chuck. I already know the angry mob out there that's going to hunt you down.
I know.
Angry mob, 610-632-0975.
No, I didn't say.
Voice memo, phone line, 610-632-0975.
Now I'm running to Fanatics Fest to get away from the crowd that's
Right.
going to form outside for the two of us, Braves.
You're too young, so it's understandable.
He does have the MVP because he got that, obviously, 2001.
Did we not, let my youth speak here for a second. Did you guys not have all the same conversations about Iverson when it came to practice, when it came to going to things, when it came to being the player that he could be?
But once he was doing, we talking about practice, he was almost cooked here. He could still score, but the team wasn't having any success.
You know what the difference was, Ray? Is that dude, you had to literally remove his foot for him not to play. Like, he played every game.
He's the closest thing to a rock star that I've seen for an athlete. Joel Embiid's a great talent. Allen Iverson was the first of his kind. He was a generational, international star.
Yeah.
And just we did during COVID. We did a Goat of Broad Street contest, and it was pretty much the best athletes of Philadelphia. And you could vote online in various different ways. And Allen Iverson was number one. And it wasn't who's the best. It was more or less who's the most popular, because that's who you're voting for. Mike Schmidt was number two. And Mike Schmidt came on and we said, Mike, congratulations, you're number two on the Go to Broad Street. And he said, who's number one? I said, Allen Iverson. And he goes, really?
That's funny.
Like, he was shocked. But that's the popularity that Allen Iverson had from that core of people. Allen Iverson, the last time he came back, people still thought he could lead them to a title when he was totally cooked. People still thought that.
Yeah, there's almost an air around this conversation right now where I feel like I'm already suffocating. It might be the smoky air outside, but I'm not really trying to poke holes in the Allen Iverson legacy around here. That's not the goal in this one.
All right, real quick, who would be the top athlete of the century right now? So we mentioned Jimmy, Ryan Howard, and Chase Utley. I think they are combined. They hurt themselves because everybody looks at the team and says they're kind of equal. Mm-hmm. Howard was an amazing power hitter. Probably he had the best peak. Jimmy Rollins has the entire career, most hits in franchise history. Chase Utley was the man. But that was a really, really good team.
Yeah.
So do all three make the list? Like, I've always believed if if you retire one of their numbers, all three of them have to be retired.
It's hard to argue.
You can't retire Chase and not retire the other two. You can't retire Jimmy and not retire the other two.
But now you're making people are making the case that Utley has a better chance to get in the Hall of Fame than anybody else.
Because he plays second base.
Correct.
And it's an easier position.
Man, I can't. I always go to the big piece just because of what he did, those numbers.
All right, who are the best Eagles players?
Well, it's Lane Johnson. Lane Johnson is top notch. That draft pick, he's the best at his position year in, year out. He's been doing it for so long. Lane Johnson or Kelsey?
Kelsey was the one that came to mind when you said athlete of the century.
Lane Johnson's the better player.
Yes.
Because it's a more important position. And no slight at being the center, but Lane Johnson's athleticism for being that big.
Kelsey was unbelievable.
I mean, he got popped for juice twice as well.
Kelsey did not.
No.
But he was unbelievable.
No, he's unbelievable. You're right.
Wow.
But then, how do you compare them to three baseball players and went to back-to-back World Series?
Well, who would you pick if I made you?
Man, Ryan Howard and what he did in those 4 years is tough to beat, bro. It's tough to beat.
That's where I'm at.
It's Ryan Howard in those years, but Jimmy also during that entire what does he have on there?
Cooper Sharp
hat. So during the entire run, Jimmy Rollins won an MVP, was in the same back-to-back World Series, won a championship. He was the red light player of that team.
Yep.
Chase Utley had the World Series they lost, had one of the best World Series ever. It's almost impossible to pick between these guys. Jason Peters is listening to a text.
We got a texter, Elliot, that just continues to spam us with Jason Peters. I see your text, Elliot. We appreciate you listening. But
Jason Peters. Huh?
Yeah.
No.
Jason Peters should be considered. He's a Hall of Fame level player.
Okay. Are we leaving anybody off from the orange and the black who made some headlines?
No.
We're not. No top 20. No top. Who's the top player from the Flyers the past 25 years?
Gagne? Claude?
Claude, right?
Claude shouldn't be considered for this list. We're talking about champions. Claude Giroux was a good flyer.
He was.
But we're talking about Jalen Hurts, who's been to 2 Super Bowls, Lane Johnson, Kelsey, guys that are going to get their number retired.
You're right.
Give me a break. Joel Embiid, Jimmy Rollins, Ryan Howard, Chase Utley.
Hate to do it, Flyers fans. Gritty.
Oh, stop.
Gritty's got to be on that list.
Don't insult the Flyers.
It's got to be on the list.
Don't insult them. Even though the Fanatic was the same way with the Phillies in the 80s and the 90s. He was the real reason you tuned in. All right.
Any great horses in the last 25?
Smarty Jones got to make the list.
Hit me.
Oh, he lost, though. Lost to Belmont.
Yeah, he did.
610-632-0975. 610-632-0975.
Little late.
Speaking of that,
there you go.
I am going to be at Parks Racing tonight with Matt Cord and John Kincade.
Wow, that's a threesome.
5:30 to 7:30. There's 8 races that are going on, starting at 5:22 is the first post.
Oh, let's go. You calling up Dick Girardi, getting some insight on some of those horses?
Do you know what we're calling it?
What do you got?
Star Spangled Happy Hour.
Oh, I like that.
Celebrating the Sixers, talking LeBron,
Nice.
watching the horses. I'm going to be doing some trifecta boxes.
Dude, let's go. Hit the superfecta, too. Get those going. Really cash in.
5:30 to 7:30 tonight, Parks Racing. Check us out. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Love
Ryan Dawkins, we didn't bring up.
Oh, jeez.
What is wrong with us?
That was a little bit of a... But I'm still taking Jalen over B-Doc.
Misread the calculation.
Oh, whoa.
Hey!
I'm not touching. Nope.
Hey!
Nope. You're going to have. Nope.
Are you kidding me? We're talking about number 1. Are you
All right, so here's what I want from you.
In a debate.
I want your top 5. This is the longer break that we have. Give me your top 5 coming up next.
Done.
Middays.
Oh, no.
Middays with Marks. Phillies start their second half tonight. What are we thinking? Are they winning the NL East? What's the realistic expectations? Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Day 1000 of LeBron Watch. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update, and it's brought to you by AutoZone. Get in the zone. The free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help troubleshoot the likely cause of your pesky check engine light for free. Get you back on the road. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone. Today, LeBron is scheduled to have a live recording of his podcast at 1:15 at Fanatics Fest. He will also appear tonight at a Time Gala. He's back at Fanatics Fest tomorrow. Many speculate, hey, maybe today's the day we find out. No word on whether that'll be the case. Adam Aronson, the Philly voice, joined us yesterday and said this thing could drag out.
He can hold this up for as long as he wants. I don't think that this is going to run into, August or anything. But the difference between doing it this week versus next week versus the week after, there's probably not really any functional difference for LeBron.
You can listen to our conversation with Adam Aronson on our website, Fanatic app, or our YouTube channel. Phillies return to action tonight against the Mets. End of the second half, 54-43, 2 games back of the NL East leading Braves. Christian Scott getting a start for New York. Aaron Nola for the Phils, 7 o'clock start on ESPN. And Jonathan Tannenwald of the Inquirer reporting that the Philadelphia Union will be bringing back Kai Wagner as they get set for the second half of the season following the World Cup break. This update is also brought by the McComb Group. Visit McCombGroup.com. McComb Group Sports Contracts, one of the largest PVF inventories, pipe, valve, fittings, trusted brands. Count the McComb Group to help you stay on schedule. Visit McCombGroup.com today. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic.
on Sean Ray. Sean just made the statement. How did you already get this up? You already have the video up.
Quick.
I see that.
Quick
Sean,
on the ones and twos.
Sean just out of nowhere, we're talking about the top 5 Philadelphia athletes of the century, and Sean puts Jalen Hurts above Dawkins, and I had to leave because I don't even want to be associated with you for this. Come on.
It should make some headlines. Should make some waves, as they say.
So I asked you.
Yep.
I said, Sean, you know what? Then you compile a top 5 list of Philadelphia athletes for the century, the 21st century. Are you ready to go?
I'm loaded.
All right. Let's hear it.
Ray, give me a little bed underneath so I can go ahead and start spitting some hot fire for us here in Philly. In honor of LeBron James being a top athlete of the century, here are my top 5 for Philadelphia. Hit me. I dig it. Oh, yeah. We're going to shake it up a little bit here. All right, number 5 on my list, Johnny Marks. He's on my list. He's not number 1. Gotta go with Brian Dawkins, Weapon X. He was my favorite Philadelphia athlete. It's easy, right? Like, this is my list. I say who is on my top 5.
It is your list.
I could also make the case, I will argue with anybody, they should be top 5. In front of guys like Kelsey, in front of guys like Lane Johnson. Even though they won the Super Bowl, we're talking about a guy that owned the era of Eagles football. Remember Jim Johnson, defense, Weapon X, get him going. Come on, the biggest impact on that team. You did a show with a player. I'm sure Brian Dawkins' name was mentioned a few times.
Holy cow. God, I gotta hear this list. It's so hard. It's almost unfair to try to put 5 people on the list. If you're doing a Mount Rushmore, not a top 5, a Mount Rushmore of Eagles, how is Dawkins not on there? But how is Kelsey not on there?
I know.
All right, go ahead. That's number 5.
The loyalty matters. 13 seasons. He was here. Remember the hit. Oh, Algie Crumpler. Never got to the promised land, but those were some great Philadelphia Eagles defenses, and he was at the top. All right, number 4. Are you with your damn self? He's the greatest player in Philadelphia Union history, John Marks. He was the number 1 overall pick in the 2014 MLS draft. It's Andre Blake, the goalie. He's the captain. He was the goalkeeper of the year 4 straight seasons, or 4-time, not 4 straight. One of the most winningest players in league history. Supporter Shield winner. MLS Cup finalist. This team has been able to put it together a lot lately, and it starts with Andre Blake.
All right.
Number 3, the big piece. The big piece. Now, I know that Jimmy has the big shining trophy. I get that. But if it wasn't for what Ryan Howard did in those 4 straight seasons, every single time you needed a long drive, you look to Ryan Howard. Just get me to the dish, boys. Get me in the box. And he delivered.
They both have MVPs. They both are World Series champions. Jimmy has the better career. Ryan Howard certainly popped more than Jimmy. It's tough. Like I said, it's hard for me to outrank any of those guys because they were all so important to the team. But I can't argue with Ryan Howard. Listen, I can't argue with Ryan Howard being on anybody's top 5 list.
Dude, that 2006 season, insane. I have to go with Ryan Howard.
All right.
Who got the awards in that playoff run?
Cole Hamels.
Oh, that's right.
He was the MVP. Like Kevin from Delco said, you have to consider Cole Hamels. But Cole Hamels didn't have the regular season success.
Yeah.
He's really good. He's not a Hall of Famer. Right? Like you're people on this list are Hall of Famers. Or going to be Hall of Famers. Ryan's not a Hall of Famer. But anyway, all right, number 2.
Doc, Hall of Famer. Andre Blake's a Hall of Famer. Ryan Howard not. Number 2. Folks, 2-time scoring champion, MVP. The Sixers were in the dumps until they drafted this guy, Joel Embiid.
Oh, God.
Top athlete in Philadelphia from the 2000s and beyond. Joel Embiid is absolutely on my list. Name a Sixer that should be in front of him. You can't say AI.
But I can name 5 Eagles that should be in front of him. That's the problem. I can name Jimmy Rollins or Chase Utley. I get it. Joel Embiid He's an all-time Sixer. I understand.
Statue,
I disagree.
jersey, you
Yeah,
name it.
Yeah, he looks like a statue sometimes.
All right, and number one on my list, Ray, hit me. You know where we're going. Hit me. Folks, we're going to Club Hurts because Jalen Hurts is absolutely number one on this list. And the reason why, people, he doesn't seek headlines, doesn't make excuses. He's the first one in, last one out, and he's taking us to this promised land, outperforming the guy by the name of Patrick Mahomes. Some are saying the greatest quarterback of all time, not once, but 2 times. And if you listened yesterday, Max Kellerman spot on with his assessment. Dan Patrick joined the damn club. Jalen Hurts, all he does is win. And that's what we love here in Philadelphia. We respect the players that go out there and give it their all, no excuses, and they deliver. He performs when the lights are the brightest, and therefore he is number one on my list, Jalen Hurts.
Well, listen, Sean, it's your list, so it doesn't make it wrong. It just makes it bad. There he is, Ray. Andre Blake, number 4. I had him a little higher, but listen.
In front of Brian Dawkins.
In front of Brian Dawkins, in front of Chase Utley, and J. Roll, Lane Johnson, Kelsey. You're funny.
Hey, 5th major. I'm a 5 for 5er. Actually, 6 for 6er with the wings.
Brian in Lafayette Hill wants to straighten you out. Brian, go ahead. What's up?
Are you insane?
What?
Where's Reggie White?
Oh, well.
Well, he didn't play in this century.
Where's Will Chamberlain?
All right, so hang on, Brian. It's this century.
Yeah, it's from 2000. You feel me?
Hello?
But that's all right. I am insane.
He is.
You're all right, Brian. Like, you could still yell.
Yeah, but you can't get a guy from the Union to be in the top 5 list. There's just no way.
I mean, Andre Blake. Why not? Dude, he's a brick wall, Brian. Like, you want to talk about a team supporter shield, Brian. That doesn't mean anything to you, Brian?
No.
No.
Probably not. It doesn't, Brian, it doesn't mean anything to me. And if he wants to put Jalen Hurts number 1, that's fine, because at least Jalen Hurts has been to 2 Super Bowls. But still.
So you have this 17th ranked quarterback in football, and he's number 1 on your list.
Whoa. 17th ranked according to who? Jeremy Fowler, Brian?
Well,
Yeah.
Well, what is that? That doesn't mean anything. He won the division last year.
Well, do you hear a bunch of people saying, oh, no, Jalen's top 5?
In the NFL? No, he's not a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. I would never make that argument. Never.
He was 9 2 years ago. Thank you very much.
I think he was 9 last year.
And by the way, it's not Jeremy Fowler's list. It's NFL.
No, it's Jeremy's list.
Coaches, executives. It's not Pete Prisco.
Put your damn name on it, Jeremy.
Who's in his basement, constipated, writing this stupid list, drinking coffee.
I got a. Are we combining breaks? Are we going long here? All right, great. I got a show question.
Okay.
All right. Brian, I love Brian. Brian, having some fun here. So I had a meeting with the boss man on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And the boss man, we've talked about this. Sometimes my questions go a little long. They don't.
Sometimes they're not questions.
They're not questions. Exactly. They're not. So he said it happened again. Now, first time was with Gansey. Maybe not the first time, but the first time we talked about it was with Gansey. The second time was it just happened on with Jeremy Fowler.
Okay, the Fowler.
So, but my take, and I didn't argue with the boss man because he's right. You bring a guest on, you ask them the question, and then you react later, right? That's
Agreed.
That's black and white. That's pretty hard to argue. But if I have an opportunity to get something off my chest, am I like? What do you say to that as the head man of this show?
Well,
because it was a little ranty towards Fowler, but I feel at that point in time I got to stick up for my guy. I got to have my guys back. I'm the president of Club Hurts. I got to speak up a little louder.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little concerned that Fowler may not respond back to Ray's text.
He hit me with an any time when I thanked him, so don't worry. We still got the relationship.
Fowler's a big boy. He's fine.
And Ray told him going in that, just so you know, we have a guy who's a little bit of a sycophant for Jalen.
I try to prep our guests for that one.
Which
All
is
of
good.
our football guests now get a, just in case we get into the Hurts conversation.
No, I
That's
thought,
good producing.
I thought the Gansey thing, what you said with Gansey, because that was about Knicks fans taking over Wells Fargo Center. And
same thing.
He had already said we got swept, and that was I can't look at the season as a success.
Same thing. I had that opportunity, and I was feeling it from a Sixers fan perspective. And here I have the chance to say whatever I want to say to Mike Gansey, the new head honcho in town. Was it a little long-winded? Yeah. Was it over a minute 30? Sure. Could it be cut down? I agree. But these are the moments that I'm like, wait a minute. Do I need to? All right, hey Mike. What are we going to do about those Knicks fans next year?
The Gansey thing's different.
All right.
I was a little uncomfortable with you yelling at Fowler. Yeah. I looked at it Ray, and Ray looked at me, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah, we did share a look there, John and I.
That's great. That is great.
And then when Fowler went quiet for half a second, I was like,
uh-oh. Did he
no.
hang up? Yeah.
All right, so
I've been working on this relationship for a while, guys.
with our future guest, not Phil included at 12:30, I will let you know whether or not I'm just going to ask a quick little question. Hey, I'm feeling a little something. I got a little tingle. Do you mind? Got to get it off my chest a little bit.
Yeah, maybe save that for after we say goodbye.
Yeah.
And you can start yelling and screaming.
Yeah.
My question is, does he show up to get up the next day, ready to do the Hurt segment? Like, you guys aren't going to believe this conversation I had on Philly radio yesterday.
No, you know what? He is getting it, though, in the hallways of ESPN. There are people that are like, wait a minute.
Bro, this is great for him. He was on every radio show nationally the day after we had him. He was on Patrick, Eisen. Everybody asked him about the Jalen Hurts stuff.
Oh, yeah. And, by the way, there's a guy that's even crazier up there about Jalen Hurts than I am, if you could believe it.
Who?
The morning show, Evan Cohen. He has him winning the MVP this year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he was number 2 in the MVP just a couple years ago, wasn't he? I don't know. Anyway. All right, so we'll get to the Phillies. Second half starts tonight for him, but there's some Dawkins text and there's some other stuff coming in. So why don't you hit us with that, Ray, before we move on?
Yeah, there was a lot of people upset. We went with I think we hit everyone, and then Brian Dawkins. So there's a lot of people trying to correct us on that one, making sure that's okay. We got Giroux should be on the list over Andre Blake. Sorry, Sean.
Of course.
Anthony from
Well, hang on. Since with the Flyers, Drew over, again, just speaking out loud.
Not enough people know about the Union.
Oh,
bro.
I know.
And it's your list.
It's my list. No, Drew, I'm talking Flyers.
Mm-hmm.
Carter, Richards.
Yeah, for sure he's over them.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Drew gets the flyer of the 21st century. It's just by comparison in this city, the Flyers to everyone else in the 21st century.
Does Primo get considered?
So that's what I was trying to even bring it back to the early 2000s. Who am I missing from that run?
We got a Mark Recchi text.
Nah, he was already when he traded.
I'm just reading.
Yeah, no, he was traded in '97. Isn't that the year that they made the trade? Yeah, and
he was 2000 to 2004. He got traded in 95, came back.
Yeah. Oh, so he came back. No, Recchi, stop. No,
Simone Gagne?
Yeah, Primo doesn't belong on. No, so Primo's a good player, but Simone Gagne would be considered for sure.
Roenick?
No, that was short-lived.
Briere?
Danny Briere would be ahead of a lot of these guys.
Scotty Hartnell? Richards? Carter?
Scotty Tuhati?
Chemo?
No.
Chemo
Stop.
was here.
We don't need. I mean,
Flyers out. Gotcha.
Honestly, Embiid should not be on the list ahead of most of these players. Championship Hall of Fame players, and you have Embiid. Please.
All right. Well, why don't you work on your list then?
It's very difficult, but I will.
Okay, thank you.
12 o'clock hour.
Nice.
I will.
I do have a Phillies thing. Are we going to slide over to the Phillies?
Let's do Phillies. Go to
Got a great question for you.
What?
So, last night, I'm sitting at Boathouse, and boom, on the bottom, soccer bar, John. Every TV was on the soccer game. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
Not a girl in the house, but that's all right. Wings were good. Beer was flowing. Great soccer game. And then over into the corner, they got the promo TV, and they were showing odds. And then, boom, National League MVP odds flashed before me. There is a hefty number next to Kyle Schwarber, plus 3,500. There's two guys in front of him. Shohei Ohtani, minus 1,000. Pete Crow Armstrong, plus 750. I'm making the case. Now, I had a ticket on Schwarber last year. I think this year, is more of an opportunity to win that than last year. So, therefore, I placed a wager on Kyle Schwarber last night, plus 3,500. Nothing big, small.
Yeah, it's sprinkle. I'd sprinkle 10.
Does he have a chance at winning the MVP over Shohei?
He's got a chance if Shohei, because Shohei is injured. And let's say that it kind of snowballs and he doesn't really come back, or he comes back and he's not good, and then they put him on the IL. Yeah, that's the way he does it. I don't know. I know Pete Crow really cheated. He had a not a great start to the season. And he's really turned it on from there.
Yeah.
So sure, he's got a shot, but unfortunately with Schwarber, he's not going to have the high average. He strikes out a lot.
Oh God, yeah.
And he's a DH, and those are all like the DH thing takes away from it.
So I guess you're wagering. I'm wagering on two things. One would be, of course, nobody wants it, but it's just the reality. You play 162, guys get hurt. One, he gets hurt. Two, is there an Ohtani MVP fatigue?
Yeah, well, I don't enjoy it, but it's hard to argue with if his ERA is under 2 and he hits 40 home runs.
Just name the award after him. It's his.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, you can do that. How do you beat it? He's an ace, and he's the best hitter in baseball. He's essentially the best pitcher and hitter in baseball.
21, 23, 24, 25. 4-time MVP winner.
Is that right?
Correct.
He's already got 4?
He's already got 4.
Jesus.
Like, do you mean to tell me that this year? So, okay, and number 3, add to the list, if the Phillies finish with a better record than the Dodgers.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Ryan Howard won the MVP because his numbers were so much better than everybody else. They didn't even make the playoffs in 2006. So, I mean, like, yeah, does it help when your team's the best team? Absolutely. I just, with the numbers he puts up, I don't know how you beat it.
Quite a climb also for the Phillies to get to them. Already 7 games back. Of the
Yeah, Dodgers are, 61 wins or something now in the season? No, it's tough.
61 to 54, yeah.
Anyway, Phil's back at it tonight. 2 games back in the NL East. 11 games over 500. And they have 3 at home with the Mets. And the Mets feel like that they're going to start trading pieces away coming up. Probably, right? So anyway, you feel good about this series right here. But the Phillies do have a rough stretch here. So 3 home against the Mets, 3 home against the Dodgers, 3 home against the Yankees. At least you're home. And then you're away at the Marlins. And the Marlins are right behind you in the standings. Now, do they have staying power? I'll tell you what, they don't seem to realize that they shouldn't be doing what they're doing right now.
Oh, hell no. I think they're going to be active at the trade deadline.
They are.
Think about that.
So are the Tampa Bay Rays. There's a lot of people that think the Rays are going to get Scooble. How do the Rays have that many wins? I mean, they just like they always do. Somehow they draft, they develop, they have these young players before they leave.
And then that rumor came out that they were in the at least conversations for Shohei when he was leaving the Angels. They were willing to give. Yeah, so like that tells you how they think down there. Good. Yes and no, right? From a Major League Baseball fan's perspective, I would like to see some of these teams that never have an opportunity to win a championship. Yeah, be aggressive. You're in the mix, go do it. On the flip side of that, it means that the list of players that the Phillies will be targeting and come trade deadline will be a little bit thinner.
Yep. All right, starting tonight with with Aaron Nola on the mound. Ray, you going down to see your buddy?
Here we go.
Not. I will return for the Dodgers series.
Okay. All right, Luzardo. So then you have the Friday off day. Is that required by the CBA, or is there soccer or something?
No, I just think they
Or a
just have
run.
a day off because they're the national team today.
No, somebody said it was something to do with the fact that they're playing the Field of Dreams game. Believe it. Yeah.
So they give them that day off.
So they got a couple Fridays off leading up to this Field of Dreams game.
Gotcha.
That's what I was reading.
All right, Luzardo, 4:05 start on Saturday, and then you have Rangel on Sunday. Who doesn't love to watch that start?
Yeah, what a series.
So
Lining up their pitching for the Dodgers.
Zach Wheeler is going to have an extended little rest here. He last pitched on Sunday, as we know, and he's not going to go until, is he pitching Monday?
I would think have him go Monday and then Sanchez go Tuesday.
They don't have the probables listed, but yeah, I would definitely do that.
Give Sanchez a full week from when he showed up in the All-Star game.
For sure, because he needs a little bit of rest. It'd be nice to give Wheeler a couple days there. Like my expectation for the second half is play your best baseball of the season. Remember a couple years ago, I think it was the year they lost to the Mets in the playoffs. Their first half was unbelievable. They were winning games late. They were winning games with different people. They were winning games in different ways. They were winning games, man. They were finding ways to win games. And then they went to London. I see London, I see France. And the season wasn't the same after that. And they limped into the playoffs, and they lost. So this year, I want them playing their best baseball as they enter September. And Dave Dombrowski, I mean, really, that's going to be the second half is, what are you doing to shore up this team? A lot of people are going to talk about a starting pitcher. I'm not as worried about that. A lot of people are going to talk about a bat. I know this morning the guys were talking about going all in at the trade deadline. I just don't know who you're going all in for.
Yeah. Look, there's rumors. There are players that we're not discussing right now that Not Buxton. I could assure you that we're not going after Buxton. I think he's off the list. But there will be some new names that pop up, and a lot can happen over.
But I mean, if there's a name that pops up that says, "Oh yeah, I want him. You can win a World Series with him, and I'll trade prospects." Sure. There's money involved. Is the other contract next year? I don't see a player that is going to be the all-in type. They're going to get a bullpen arm or two. They're going to probably get a fifth starter, and they're going to add a platoon outfield bat. That's what I see Dombrowski doing. Depending on who you add, it could be big moves.
Monday, August 3rd, 6 p.m. That's a trade deadline. Look, I think that this team, do you know that we are the trendy pick now? Phillies are the trendy pick. I saw a lot of people doing the second half previews. I think we need to come with a little second half bold predictions. Maybe we can get a few of those right.
Well, my bold prediction for the first half wasn't that great.
I can revisit the ones we did from before the season.
Yeah. Let's revisit.
Grade them in the 12 o'clock hour.
Let's come with some new ones in the second half.
But you guys actually were pretty close on some of them, right?
We did the home runs.
30-plus home run.
Home runs are looking good. They're looking good right now.
Marsh to get. Just stay rolling.
Tell you what, Marsh, I got a roaring round of applause for Brandon Marsh. Because not only is he an all-star off on the field, my man is kicking butt and taking names off the field. You see his lady.
I love Marsh. Yeah, beautiful.
Whoa.
Go figure. He's a rich athlete.
Yo.
Why is it anytime there's any type of a woman, Sean's over there?
Oh.
I'm glad
Sorry, wrong one. There you go.
Oh. Yeah, not Otto Kemp.
What about me and women?
No, every time we mention a woman, you're doing the, you see her? Like, I was on Instagram. I saw about 30 of them this morning.
It was red. It was red carpet.
I saw
right there downtown.
I like Brandon Marsh a lot. You know, I saw John Clark and his wife somewhere.
They picture. Yeah, they saw a comedian.
Yes.
They're big comedy folks.
Oh man,
they love some.
Who doesn't love to laugh? You like to laugh, Ray? You like comedians?
Love comedians.
Yeah, and another one real quick because I know you did the show yesterday with Bill. What's his take with Bryce? What's his beef with Bryce? Why doesn't he like Bryce? What's going on there?
Something about him rubs him the wrong way.
Every time he says something about like they're making the booze.
Yes, it's a little bit of a passive aggressive.
It was a joke.
In saying that. You know I'm a Bryce guy, but
it was a joke.
All right.
With the meta glasses, you ready for that?
Yeah.
You're gonna get that.
Coming up, news at noon with Ray. Of course, coming up, it's LeBron Watch. We'll give you everything that we hear coming up. But the news at noon with Ray, Mad Dog Russo makes his return. I heard this. Derek Jeter and a very tired sports conversation. That's all next. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Paying attention to Fanatics Fest. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. We are all watching as LeBron Watch continues through the NBA. Where will he be for next season? When will he make his decision? And could he make it at Fanatics Fest over the next 2 days? Today, a live recording of his podcast at 1:15. Tonight, he's making an appearance at the Time Gala. Tomorrow, he's back at Fanatics Fest. Could it be today? Could it be tomorrow? Or could we be here for a while? Adam Aronson of Philly Voice joined us yesterday and talked about just that.
He can hold this up for as long as he wants. I don't think that this is going to run into, August or anything. But the difference between doing it this week versus next week versus the week after, there's probably not really any functional difference for LeBron.
Buckle up and go ahead and listen to our conversation with Adam Aronson on our website, the Fanatic app, or our YouTube channel. Phillies return to action tonight against the Mets. Enter the second half, 54-43, 2 games back of the NL East. Christian Scott gets the start for the Mets tonight. Aaron Nola for the Phils. 7 o'clock start on ESPN. And Jonathan Tannenwald of the Inquirer reporting Philadelphia Union are bringing back Kai Wagner ahead of the second half of their season following the World Cup break. This update is brought to you by Bank of America. Bank of America sponsored by the FIFA World Cup 2026, dedicated to offering solutions to help businesses meet their goals. bankofamerica.com/gamechangers. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic.
right, we're back in middays with Marks, John, Sean Ray. Sean breaks his top 5 list. Jalen Hurts is the number 1 Philadelphia athlete of the century so far.
When you play to the standard, you win.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron is a Time Magazine or People? What is it?
Time Magazine.
Who reads Time Magazine? Like, what does it even matter? I know that like they've done these lists for a long time, so I guess that's why it matters. But
Yeah.
anyway, so Sean's list has Jalen Hurts number 1 and Andre Blake number 4, the Union goalie.
That's right.
Brian Dawkins 5. So Club Hurts on Instagram at Club Hurts puts up the video if you want to see it and follow Club Hurts. But Brendan Petrilli, your co-founder, says Jalen Hurts 1, Jimmy Rollins 2, Allen Iverson 3, Lane Johnson 4. He doesn't have a 5th.
He thought it was Mount Rushmore.
That's
season.
BP.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we did a top 5. Like Allen Iverson's not 4.
Marches to his own drum.
Like I'm not telling you that if you win a championship, it puts you over, because you can be a great player that doesn't win a championship and you still deserve to be ranked over another player that did win a championship. And Allen Iverson's a Hall of Famer and everything else, to where some of the other players aren't. I can't put him over Lane Johnson. Lane Johnson's one of the best tackles in NFL history, or at least of this era. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. So I know it's not like a sizzle pick to be like, yeah, Lane Johnson's over Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson's an international star. This is the international list. This is a Philadelphia list.
Also from 2000.
Yes. Yeah. Allen Iverson, it's not from 96 when he came in. Good point. Anyway. All right. Let's get to the news and noon with Frank. What do we have?
News at noon. News at noon. News at noon.
When it's lunch and you're wondering what will you do?
News at noon.
So you reach for a sandwich and turn on YouTube. Ow!
News at noon.
And my man Ray fills you in on the news.
News at noon.
And I knew there was no help from show.
Say what?
News at noon.
So give us Skip, Stephen A. and Mad Dog some bad player podcasts. Drive us crazy. So bring it to us, Ray. So here is the news at noon.
All right, how about 38 special?
So it's the week without content, as it's branded in sports media. Mad Dog, we played for you earlier this week, him talking about Dwight Eisenhower. It has to be in your top 10. Just like Kareem has to be in your top 10 NBA players. Just like when you're going down the list of all-time Phillies, Jimmy Rollins has to be up there with them. What was a very obvious presidential take was very hot for Mad Dog. This one, maybe a scorcher. If you enjoyed the home run derby on Monday night, you might be a simpleton.
I've had enough. I mean, I cannot get into it. I mean, and 2 hours and 25 minutes 2 hours and 40 minutes is more than enough time. I think Eddie would agree. It's so tedious. Oh God, it's so tedious. That first round, watching 8 guys take 20 swings. I mean, you really got to read a book. I mean, you got to be something else you can do with your life. And then you throw in, 9,000 announcers and Netflix trying to, do something. What Netflix is trying to do? They're trying to do something different. They want to be different. We'll show you how to broadcast. No, you won't. There's nothing to broadcast. I mean, it's a home run derby. It's not Game 7 of the World Series. All right, it's not a playoff series. It's not the last weekend of a season in September with it's not Yankees Red Sox 78. All right, I mean, it's not that. Sorry, it's not that. It's not Diamondbacks Yankees in 01. All right? It's not Blue Jays Dodgers last year. It's not. It's a glorified fungo hitting contest. Let's not make it any bigger than that. Jeez, it drives me.
You imagine watching it with him, the complaints he must have in real time, yelling about whatever announcer says whatever.
You think he watched?
Oh, yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and complained about it the whole time. It's like my grandfather used to watch NFL Today with Brent Musburger and would just scream at the TV at Brent Musburger the whole time.
Ray, do you think Mad Dog fired up Netflix to watch the home run derby?
I don't think he got to the end. I don't think he could tell you.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that, but I don't think he went to Netflix.
No, because he talked about, because it really was, if you don't have, we had 2 Phillies in the first round.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't have anybody that you care about, I mean, frankly, I can't tell you the last time I watched an entire home run derby and cared. Schwarber and Harper went in. It was the best thing ever. But they also went last. And that was a long wait for them to come up. My kids are like, guys, you got to go to bed. They're not going to be on close to 10 o'clock. I'll DVR it. We can watch it in the morning. It was 9:10, and it's like they're not even on next. So was it tedious? He's not wrong.
What a show.
I loved it.
The
but I was
drama.
there, so
We got drama in a home run derby.
No, it was awesome.
Unbelievable.
It was awesome.
I was interested to see what the exits would look like if Schwarber had not advanced to the final. The Contreras Walker final was going to be a nice test of who's here for the hometown guys and who's here for the home run derby. We didn't get to see what that would look like, but I was interested in it because I thought maybe the place would start to file out if Schwarber didn't move on. We didn't have to figure that out. I'm in on the home run derby every year, but Mad Dog, I mean, I would love to watch it.
And by the way, I'm not surprised that he was mad watching the home run
yeah.
derby. He is a real baseball fan. He doesn't like all the nonsense.
Love it. This is not the World Series. Thank you, Mad Dog. I appreciate that. I forgot.
This isn't 78 Yankees Red Sox, Ray.
Like, he'd rather watch a game from the 50s.
This ain't 01 Rays Yankees, Ray.
Where the guy's throwing 84-mile-an-hour fastball.
Not Dodgers Blue Jays, game 7, 25, John.
I'm glad he had something from the 21st century on that list. But two things.
Isn't he a Giants fan because of the Brooklyn?
Correct.
Or is it because of they were the New York Giants?
Correct.
That's the team he still follows. I mean, could you be any more ridiculous than?
I mean, that's him.
That's Mad Dog.
That's it. It is. I know. I admire
give me
it.
38 special. Yeah, there you go.
I saw a guy at All-Star Village, I meant to tell you, with a 38 special shirt.
Stop.
No, I'm not kidding. I wanted to stop the. I'd be like, I need a picture of that shirt, but he was with the crowd of people. I was like, I can't explain this one away.
That's so good.
All right, how about 38 special?
All right, moving on. New York making a big deal. Anthony Volpe apparently doesn't have a relationship with Derek Jeter.
He's a very high on Anthony. I don't personally, I don't know him that well. We've had a couple conversations. I don't know him well, but yeah, I think they're banking on a big upside, and hopefully he can put it together here. They can put it together soon.
So I don't need takes on the Yankees, their lineup, and whether or not. I'm just curious for you in the situation where you have franchise legend that played your position, or just franchise legend in general, and the younger guy currently on the team. Whose duty is it to reach out to the other one to develop that relationship?
Jeter.
It's not. It shouldn't be the young guy going up to Jeter.
No. Does he? I mean, honestly, do you ever see him around? Because he was running the Marlins, right? You ever see him around the team, or? I don't.
Just doing his Fox thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, is he around the Jimmy Rollins is around the team a lot? Spring training, they bring him in. He's an ambassador. He's a Philly.
I think a couple of players this week were talking about how often they see all of them.
Correct. Chase Utley it's been a while. He wasn't back for a while, but Chase Utley you're seeing a lot more now. Big Piece comes in from time to time. Like all those guys come back.
Right.
Does Jeter do that, or is he too big?
Seemingly too big.
I don't pay enough attention to what's going on with the Yankees, so I don't know if like alumni weekend, whatever they do in New York, is Jeter there every year. I know these guys are going to be there every year. I know our guys are there.
I'm just thinking if I'll use Aiden Miller. If Aiden Miller came up and then in 3 years he's not looking like the Aiden Miller that was promised, and then this comes out where Jimmy Rollins like, I don't have a relationship with the guy. Wouldn't that be more on Jimmy Rollins than it would be on Aiden Miller?
So maybe because Jeter was running the Marlins, he's not coming to Yankee spring training and being an instructor or anything like that. That's something you can do. And Jimmy's not working for another team, so that's something he can do every year.
I guess it's been years though for Jeter.
No, it doesn't seem like he's really interested in it. I don't know, but it is interesting that he has no relationship with him.
Yeah, you would think. When you think Yankees, I mean, at least some of my age, for everyone else, way back in the day.
Well, no, I think Derek Jeter. Yeah. No, they weren't good in the '80s.
No, they were
Reggie
terrible.
Jackson. I'm too young to be a Reggie Jackson type Yankee onlooker.
I saw a Instagram post the other day about we used to do posters better, right? And we did because I had a few on my wall. But the Major League Baseball posters, I'll pull it up. I'll show you during the commercial break. I bring it up because Don Mattingly, the Hitman, you know this image. You know this poster. And it is tremendous, John. I want it right now. I want a copy of it. Look at this. That's Don Mattingly, the Hitman. The Hitman.
Oh, you know what? I remember that.
I know you do. And
all those posters from that area you remember. There's a bat with Mike Schmidt, and it was on fire.
With Steve Carlton, right?
With Steve Carlton. They won the MVP, and everybody had that poster. They won the MVP and the Cy Young that year.
Well, what the hell happened? Is it just the fact that it's such a saturated market with graphics and everybody does it? Like, man,
that was iconic. The Bird Magic posters from the 80s, the Doc posters from the 80s.
Swipe on that. Just real quick, swipe on that. Look at those posters. I will put it up. Sean_Brace on my Instagram. I'll put it back up. I'll see if I can get it on Twitter. Those posters
Iconic.
are next level, dude. They're all from the 80s and early 90s.
They're awesome. All right, Ray.
All right, last one for you here. This is a conversation I want to die forever. I am sick of this genre of sports media content that we keep seeing pushed out there. I don't know if it's my algorithm, if I'm being rage baited by what I'm getting upset about, but here is CJ McCollum, and it's not just him. He's on one of those finance channels, and you wouldn't believe it. Millions of dollars don't actually go that far as an athlete. We need to stop this conversation for all of time.
Let's say I was making $2 million after taxes, let's call it $950, $970, agency fees, 4%, marketing 15%. Like, those checks were chopped down. Like, I was living off of an energy drink deal. I was living off I had a $12,000 deal to just get some post off, and I lived off of that.
That's not even the most egregious one. It's just the one that popped up in my timeline today, and I decided I was going to take issue with it today. I've seen the, $100 million contract really doesn't get you very far. Or, $40 million isn't really what you think it is when you're an athlete. You know what it is? $40 million. If it gets sliced up, guess what happens when I get my paycheck? It gets sliced up too. I'm not sitting here with an energy drink coming down saying, here's 12 grand, I'm going to go live off of that. I don't understand. Could someone get in front of these athletes and say, hey, man, maybe instead of going on the podcast and talk about how you're claiming poor when you got a $100 million deal, think about the person that's going to actually consume this podcast. And the idea of $100 million is so foreign to them. They're trying to make their $100 stretch. I've seen more of them this summer than ever before.
Yeah.
I don't know if everyone got together and was like, let's just ask the athletes if they think they're poor. Because you know what? Most of these podcasts, it's like, well, yeah, I bought 6 cars. And once you buy 6 cars, it's tough. Or I flew private. Or I bought these 3 homes. It's like, you know what? Those are financial decisions you made.
Yeah, at least the buying real estate it can appreciate, right? Like the minute you drive off the lot in a car, you spend $300,000 for a car, it depreciates immediately.
Mm-hmm.
At least if you're smart and you buy real estate, you can make money. But then when you buy real estate, you also that's a lot of money to keep those houses up. You have taxes, you have maintenance, you have taking care of the grounds, all of those things. And the problem athletes have is that they spend like they're going to make that much money for the rest of their career. The guys that are making hundreds of millions of dollars, you have to be really, really dumb to lose all that money.
Yeah.
But the guys that are making a couple $1 million a year, you get divorced, you have child support, you buy a nice house for it's easy to see how they lose all their money. Easy.
It's easy to see how it happens. I'm just telling you that the last thing I want when I open up
crying
Twitter,
about it.
Yeah, is I signed a $5 million contract, and you wouldn't believe how quickly that $5 million goes.
Who was it that? Because you're right. Who was it that came out and was explaining? It was explaining how you go through the money. Whatever it was, I saw.
I think it was Odell. I think it might have been Odell that was talking about it.
Whoever it was, I remember seeing it and being like, I can totally see that.
Yeah, it was Odell. $100 million not enough.
Well.
Yeah, it's rough, dude. It's
the guys that have the career that, like, if you're an NFL player and you have a 4-year career and you make some money during not even great money, but let's say you make like $3 million in the 4 years. Maybe you get a second contract, and that second contract is the couple $1 million you're making over that second contract. Except now you get cut. The only thing that you got was the guaranteed money in that, and it's like, oh well, crap. Now I don't have that paycheck coming in next year, and I got to sign with the new team. But a new team doesn't want to sign you, or they want to sign you for the minimum. And like the baseball players that have really high average minimums, the basketball players that you can go overseas and play basketball, and you can make a really good living. If you're an NFL player, there ain't no going overseas to make a couple $100,000 a year playing football. You go to the UFL, they're giving you meal money essentially. They're making any money, so. Yeah, but as far as the poor athletes, believe me.
Yeah. Oh, $40 million is enough. You know what? I'll take your $40 million. You take what I'm making for a week, and we'll see if you can make this enough.
And I won't go broke.
Especially like now more than ever, just the way it is. Everybody's struggling just to afford food. I mean, to do things. Vacations are down. Gas prices still are relatively high. It's tough for everybody, and that's what I always come back to. I don't care who you vote for. We're all just trying to be better humans and do our best. That's it, John. I'm just trying to do my best. So don't be crying about making millions of dollars when we're all just trying to get by. That's it.
Just trying to figure this thing out, Sean.
That's it, man.
All right, Ray, did you have some – we made Phillies predictions. Was this at the Maggie's in the Waterfront? This is the build-up to it? These are our preseason predictions.
I think we did every day leading up to Maggie's in the Waterfront.
Okay.
So I have 3 listed for the 2 of you. I think I got 1 extra one in there. So who do we want to start with?
Start with me.
All right, John, your bold predictions. We'll start with the one that's become the most famous of the bold predictions. Otto Kemp hits 15 home runs for the Phillies.
He's got 2 hits, and he's not injured. Wow. He's 2 hits.
Oh, wow.
I had the T-shirt on the other day when I went to the grocery store, and a couple of people were laughing. They looked at me, and they were laughing.
2 hits.
He has 2 hits this year.
Get in the zone.
It was. I mean, I think Connor had over 20.
Yeah, Connor, I think, had close to 25.
Otto Kemp home runs? All right. I'm not trying to be Monday morning quarterback.
No, but by the way,
that was aggressive.
Dave Dombrowski called him a championship caliber player. So it wasn't just me.
You were buying what Dave was selling.
But I also saw last year he had really good raw power. I liked what I saw. Then they said, hey, go play left field. It looked like you playing left field. All right, give me another one.
All right.
Nobody
Christopher
hit.
Sanchez, second in the Cy Young. Jesus Luzardo, third.
Listen, Luzardo might not be third, but Sanchez is right there, so is Wheeler.
That was a bold take. Oh, because of Luzardo following him?
Yeah, I think Luzardo
All right, I
following
get
up.
down with that.
Well, hold on.
2 in the top 3.
Didn't Sean have a really bold take?
Wait, we'll get to mine.
I forgot about the one for Sean. This one's good. I can't wait. All right. Best Phillies rotation in team history.
No. Nola's dragging you down, and then on the fifth.
Oh, God, yeah.
Because everybody, like, for right or for wrong, I just wanted Painter to be in the rotation for the season. I wasn't asking him to have a 3 ERA.
Right.
And he sucked.
You were looking for 4-5 for both Nola and Painter.
Right, yeah, for sure. I was looking for around a 500 record and keep us around 4 at the ERA, and that has not worked out.
Yeah.
Although I will tell you, Nola's been better than I think a lot of people give him credit for. Somehow I'm supporting Nola here.
Hey, he's on the mound tonight.
Are you supporting him tonight?
Yeah, sure.
All right. The second half surge begins tonight. All right, on to Sean, your 3 predictions.
Oh, please.
Phillies NL East winners.
Not dead yet. I still believe.
So I do remember this. This was
really
the
bold.
First day we did this, we're like, they've won back-to-back division titles.
Yeah, that would be 3 in a row, which is a really bold prediction.
He'd be bold now if you said it.
Yes.
Kind of bold.
It looked bold about 3 weeks later.
Hey, Ray, I think my bold prediction for the Eagles, they win the NFC East.
Oh, there it is. There it is. All right.
Let's go.
Wait, just real quick, to win a division, they are plus 130, Braves are minus 135.
Okay, that's about right.
It's there.
All right.
3 Phillies end up with 30-plus homers.
Nailed it.
Let's go.
Well,
Marshy's got the chance.
We need him to really pick it up.
Yeah, I only want to put the bad. I just Marsh. Would anybody be surprised if he kind of came back down to earth?
No.
Remember Raul Ibanez, and he might have been helped with something. He had an unbelievable first half in 2009, and he did not do well in the second half. All I'm saying is that Marsh has helped carry the Phillies offense in the first half. Other guys got to step up.
Dude, Marsh hits 15 bombs in the second half. Wow. I'll tell you what, if he hits 30, I'm buying a Marsh jersey for playoffs.
People forget, by the way, Alec Boehm started an All-Star game just 2 years ago.
He's 11 home runs, right?
He's got 11 home runs right now. Turner
Boehm's
with 10.
done well. Yep.
I'm just saying, with the Marsh thing, Boehm was benched in the playoffs the same year that he was a starter. in the
Yes,
All-Star
well, that's
game.
a good point.
Second halves can come quickly for you. All right, final one for you, and this is my favorite of the bunch. 3 Gold Glovers for your Philadelphia Phillies.
How are we looking in that category?
Not great.
Anybody going to get a Gold Glove this year?
Maybe Bryce would be the one guy.
Stott might be the only one that would receive a vote.
He's caliber. Nobody in the outfield. Is Wheeler considered? Has he been a?
Everybody was on the table,
Yeah. All right, maybe a pitcher and Stott. Maybe we'll get
JT?
2/3 of the way there.
Bryce is not in competition?
No.
Okay.
But he's a. I mean, I think he's been considered among the not a top 3, but maybe top 5.
Yeah, I can get there.
Don't tell him he's not a good first baseman.
Don't plan on it.
I think he's a damn good first baseman, but he's had a couple of bad throws this year, if I'm not mistaken. And then, I think it's a stretch to say he's the best defensive first baseman in the league, or the National League. Let's put it that way.
All right, the 4 coming from me. Juan Duran sets a single-season record for saves for the Phillies.
That looks good.
That injured list time hurt me a little bit with that one, but that one feels pretty good right now. 3 Phillies with 28-plus home runs. I said that a matter of seconds after you said the 30-plus home runs.
That's right. We went head-to-head.
Maybe look bad on that one. Phillies placed 2 guys in the top 5 of the Cy Young, 3 in the top 10, which I believe I compared. I think that was 2011 when that happened last.
Yep.
And then at least 7 times the playoff wins as compared to last year, which for a second there looked like it was going to be absolutely no playoffs. But fairly optimistic I was back in March.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. All right, there you go. By the way, the as far as midseason advanced defensive metrics right now, Bryce Harper right there in the top 5. Matt Olson considered the best, although right now Freddie Freeman, Paul Goldschmidt, and then you have Matt Olson and Harper.
Goldie.
So Harper's, like I said, he's top 5. If you Google and just kind of quickly look, Harper's considered one of the top 5 defensive first basemen in National League. There you go.
All right.
All right. So I'll give you one prediction now for the second half of the season. The Phillies do not win the NL East, but still win a playoff series.
Okay. It's like the kombucha lady. Little weird taste going in. Once it goes down, not bad. Okay. Yeah. I can sign up for that.
Coming up, Sean Brace is wondering who the best coach in Philly sports for the 21st century. The best coach.
Best coach.
So you said Jalen Hurts number 1. I'm compiling my top player list of the 21st century.
That's right. We're also going to be checking in at Fanatics Fest.
Oh, yeah. Phil, who is an influencer. He's live at Fanatics Fest. We started the show thinking LeBron, or some people thought that LeBron was going to make his announcement today because he's going live at 1:15 for his podcast. Not going to happen today, in my opinion. We'll talk about it coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
Now on 97.5, the Fanatic Sports Update.
LeBron watch. Sean Brace on with this Fanatic Sports Update. Today, LeBron scheduled to have a live recording of his podcast at 1:15 at Fanatics Fest. Make an appearance at the Time Gala tonight. Back at Fanatics Fest tomorrow. Could we get some news about LeBron James in the next 48 hours? Potentially. But this could also drag out for a few more weeks. We talked to Adam Aronson of Philly Voice yesterday about just that.
He can hold this up for as long as he wants. I don't think that this is going to run into, August or anything. But the difference between doing it this week versus next week versus the week after, there's probably not really any functional difference for LeBron.
You can listen to that full conversation on our website, the Fanatic app, and our YouTube channel. Phillies return to action tonight against the Mets. Saturday the second half, 54-43, 2 games back of the NL East. Christian Scott takes the mound for the Mets. Aaron Nola for the Phils, 7 o'clock on ESPN. Jonathan Tenwalt of the Inquirer is reporting the Philadelphia Union bringing Kai Wagner back ahead of the second half of their season following the World Cup break. This update is brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. Miss an electrical problem, it could mean big trouble for your business. That's why Napa delivers the parts, tools, and expertise to catch problems before they become breakdowns. That's Napa know-how. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic.
Half of 97.5 The Fanatic. Ray, you're prominently...
Am I?
Oh, yeah.
I don't like the sound of that.
Who's Balboa? Who's Rocky?
Well, there's two meatheads at the station, and one of them's going to get the award.
I'm definitely one of those meatheads.
I had Dylan.
Well, no, there's three meatheads at the station.
Okay, so you didn't qualify that. It was Ricky and Bill.
We know Ricky is. Bill's a meathead.
All right, so there's three. Yeah.
You. Yeah. I'm certainly.
Dude, and this is off of the new one, the I Play Rocky.
Correct.
Oh, that trailer looked great.
It did look really, really good. Very interesting.
Came out of nowhere.
All right. Well, we'll do that coming up.
Nice.
But a lot of people were thinking that LeBron James was going to announce today. He's up at the Fanatics Fest up in Brooklyn. That I'm just. Yeah,
oh, okay, guys. Sorry. Yep.
So Phil's an influencer for Fanatics. His page on social media is Filthy and Philly.
Yep.
Who we follow each other. He's got good content. He's got good things. So you should follow him on Instagram or Twitter or whatever. So he's up there. We're going to check in with him for a second. But LeBron, a lot of people thought was going to make the decision today. We found out, we investigated it, Sean. You know how the TV stations used to have the investigations? You'd have the investigative reporter, like Walt Hunter for many years was the investigative reporter. Who's the Fox guy? Dave I'm disrespecting not knowing his name.
Yeah, man. He was all in like the mob stuff too.
Unbelievable. He was great. So like that's us, obviously for radio. So we investigated and we're like, hang on. So LeBron's got this got his show, his podcast that he has today. It's like, is he going to be doing it live? Is it going to be on YouTube? And after Ray did a little bit of digging, it is not going to be live. It is going to be recorded and released on the 21st. So does it make any sense for him to do anything this weekend if this podcast is going to be coming out on the 21st? The answer is no. So the end of the World Cup's the 19th. That following Monday is the 21st, a Tuesday, a Monday or a Tuesday. So we don't know what he's going to say in the podcast. My best guess is LeBron is going to maybe give you some crumbs in the podcast. And then that's going to start either next week of, oh, my God, where's he going to go? Or maybe he sets up the following week. LeBron James is not announcing on a taped podcast where he's going. That's not happening. Sorry. So for everybody Sean's still holding out hope that he's going to announce it.
I am, and I'm looking forward to talking to Phil because I need to know a little bit more of the lay of the land up there. Because I get what you're saying, and I'm not here to argue because at the end of the day, you're probably going to be right. But I do want to pitch the idea that, like, okay, you had a podcast coming out next week. I'm not really locked in on that. I think that's just, doing what you need to do, housekeeping, the promos, the sponsorables. You got to do all those mentions. The podcast comes out next week. Fanatics Fest it's today. It's kicking off. LeBron James, today. Like, just because that podcast won't be available, that doesn't mean it's not going to hit today. They're live, on stage. There's going to be buzz. The people will be surrounding that stage. It will be the number one deal happening all weekend long at that place. And there's going to be a lot of activations, a lot of big names. Nothing will be bigger than LeBron James at 1:15 today. The build-up, everybody's talking about it. There's nothing going on in the world of sports.
But no one's going to know what he said. It's a Tate podcast.
Oh, you think there's going to be no videos up there? Nobody with a cell phone. Nobody. Wait, hang on. You don't think, and again, this is what I'm saying. In my mind, I'm thinking there's a Jumbotron up there. This is live for the people.
Well, Phil's going to tell us coming up.
Correct.
Because, I mean, maybe Phil takes a video and he puts it on social media. Like, that's not how LeBron's going to announce he's signing with the team. Phil from Filthy and Philly gets a video that he takes.
No.
Okay, well, then what are you talking about?
It's professionally produced on site. So that will be a show there. So they will clip that and then send that to ESPN and then send that to CNBC and every other outlet.
Right?
Am I selling you, Ray?
No, you're not selling me. But I could see the world. All right, let me suspend my belief at this point for the fact that it's happening today. Because I did wake up today like, you know what? Maybe we're getting some news. Let's go. Decision time, baby. We're in the decision zone. And then we talked it through, and I kind of got to where John is. I'm going to walk down Brace's path for a second here, though. If they do put out a small clip with his decision, and then the podcast drops on Tuesday, there is anticipation for the explanation of his decision. The issue is, I don't think in today's world you can keep a podcast secret from Thursday to Tuesday with that level of information.
That's why the podcast doesn't mean anything other than the sponsurables.
I think he does a Rich Paul where he has a whiteboard.
Which would be great.
And him and Halliburton go over all the teams.
Kind of feels like that's
he's deciding.
That would be electric.
It would be great. Because then you wait for it, and then you see it, and then we're breaking it down trying to figure out where he's going to go from there. So if that's released next Tuesday, then what? Then you start getting breadcrumbs coming out after that, like LeBron's made his decision.
He also has to be careful about rubbing Cleveland the wrong way again. I think that's got to be a factor in this. He felt bad, and he should have after what happened the first time.
But also, he was leaving Cleveland. He's not with Cleveland right now. So
those are his people, though.
You could see that, like, but it doesn't feel like Cleveland wants him back, obviously, but he's not leading them on. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying what you're saying. There isn't something to it.
There's bakers calling into sports talk radio, putting kids on the line here.
Right.
He's leading everybody.
And that guy said the 25th was when the decision's going to be. And honestly, that makes a lot of sense.
Can we all be honest
So
here
that's a Saturday.
about upsetting Cleveland? With all due respect to the people of Cleveland.
Okay.
It's a town of losers. Like, not the actual people, but the sports teams. He gave them the greatest joy of their sports fandom lives.
They love him regardless.
Like, if you're upset with 40-something-year-old LeBron James not coming home after he gave to you in 2016 what he gave to you and the improbable comeback over the Warriors, grow up. Like, seriously. Move on.
I mean, does he really need to? It's one thing to lead them on, and then you pull the carpet out from under him, and then you say, I'm going to Miami. Like, that's one thing. But he's going through the process of who he could be playing for.
The Baker has led you on more than LeBron.
That's
so far.
correct. I would agree with that. That's correct. So let's play it out. Let's say, Sean, he doesn't announce it today.
Okay.
And we go in the next week, and the podcast is released. They probably take clips from the podcast that you see on Monday. The podcast is released on Tuesday. Then what? Is he deciding next week? I don't think so. Maybe Wednesday it comes out that he's made a decision, and then maybe on Thursday they announce the decision. I'm fascinated to see how the rest of this plays out. But, Sean, let's send it up to Brooklyn, New York.
Let's go.
Because the Fanatics event going on where LeBron will be performing live, broadcasting live at 1:15. And our buddy Phil, Filthy in Philly is the Instagram and social media handle. Phil is a Fanatics influencer, and he joins us live right now from Brooklyn, New York. What's up, Phil?
How we doing, guys? Sorry if it's a little loud. It's chaotic here at Fanatics Fest.
That's what we like to hear, Phil. I want to hear more about that. Again, great page, great work over the All-Star Game weekend, sir. Filthy and Philly on Instagram. Tell us, Phil, I know you were hyped. You were walking in. You shot a video with the boys. LeBron James, he's going to be doing a podcast coming up here at 1:15. What's the buzz in the air? Do you feel anything different? Is there electricity around LeBron James and his podcast and hopefully a decision?
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. There's a couple guys dressed it up in GOAT costumes, one with the Heat jersey, one with the Cleveland jersey. A couple people think possibly Indiana here. Tyrese Halliburton, obviously huge LeBron James fan, but we've got our Philly team here as well. So yeah, every indication here is he's coming on the podcast and he's going to make the announcement today.
You really? So people inside, obviously you've been there for a little while this morning, talking to people. You're connected, obviously, with a little bit of Ruben love too as well with Fanatics. Are you hearing that a decision is going to happen this afternoon?
Yeah, I think so. It's about 50-50 because some of the people think, there's no way he can do it. But then he also, when, he went to Miami, he did that whole spectacle on stage. He's kind of king corny. So, yeah, we think he'd do it here. And there's just different kind of factions of people. And there's different clubs of people from all the represented teams and all the top teams that you guys mentioned that he could kind of pick from. And they're all in different groups sitting and waiting. And they put him up at the front of the stage, all in different kind of teams in the front couple seats. So
yeah, where's Phil? Where is he performing? Is there a big screen that you can watch? Like, how big is the event area where he's going to be doing the show?
So the event is 3 levels, and there's a lot of closed theaters for podcasts, but this one is at the center stage, which is when you first walk in. So it's really loud. I don't know why they're doing it here, but this is the biggest part of the expo and where most of the people are right now. And everybody, they just let the general public in, so it was just working exhibitors and content creators and media. But now all the general fans are coming in, and they're piling right to the center of the convention, and they're waiting for the announcement.
Phil, number one, after we hang up with you, I want you to send us a picture. We'll post it and tag you. I want to see this visual, too, as well. The second thing I would have, as you said, that you have these teams that are being represented, and I know that there's some people with Fanatics behind the scenes that like to make the spectacle. I remember last year they had like 100 Tom Brady's running around, and Gronk couldn't choose who it was. And, Ruben does it really well. They get creative. Is there anything Philadelphia? Are you seeing anything 76ers related up there?
Yeah, obviously there's a lot of Philly fans. Michael's from Philly. He's coming in. He's about to show up soon, and a lot of Sixers jerseys piling in right now, and it's pretty well split amongst like the top 5 teams you guys mentioned. But it's super loud in here. I really appreciate you guys, and I'm gonna send you guys a picture, and let's just hope for the best. Whether you like them or not, it's polarizing, and it's really awesome time to be here right now.
Great job, Phil. Make sure you send us a picture, man. We'll catch up. Awesome job. We appreciate the insight.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, guys. Have a good day.
All right, there he is, Phil.
I love the fact. Hey, guys, I'm coming to you live outside Fanatics. It must be really loud in there.
So, Ray, does the spectacle of what they're – it sounds like it's almost like an arena that's going to be watching this podcast.
It's incredible.
Does that make you feel like maybe he could do it today?
No.
Oh, come on. I totally disagree with you guys.
So it moved a little bit.
There you go.
5% that I think he does it today.
I'm telling you, man. I think we get it. How could he do this show today and not give us a decision? It is everybody's waiting for it.
Because it's not going to be released till the 21st.
It's going out today. It's released today. Today. It's live. It's there.
It's live in front of people who paid to be at Fanatics Fest.
But so what is holding you guys up? The fact that there's not going to be a video? There's going to be a video. There's going to be an audio.
Because he could continue the process of, all right, well, I haven't decided where I'm going to go. I'm talking to him. He explains the whole process. We haven't heard from LeBron at all
since the 30th.
regarding this.
Since the 30th.
Right. He hasn't talked. Rich Paul's talked about it. Like, listen, I believe this is very calculated. Everything that's happening right now, this is calculated. This isn't LeBron being like, hey, yeah, I guess I'll announce it today. Rich Paul goes on his friggin' podcast with a whiteboard, and Bob Myers is sitting there in the middle, and they're going over teams that he could sign with. It's been a genius. It's been genius. I mean, really, really has. It's been great.
They're the best. They are top notch.
So let's say LeBron on a Tuesday, it's like, all right, he's made his decision, and he's going to make his announcement at 8 o'clock on Thursday night. Why would he do it on some taped event that's not even going to be live? And there's a podcast that's coming out 5 days later. I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
There he is. There's the video. He has arrived. LeBron James is officially at Fanatics Fest.
Pretty cool. All right, we'll keep you updated. Listen, there's going to be people live tweeting it. So if he says, I'm taking my talents to the city of brotherly love, we'll break in immediately with the breaking news. We'll get it for you. Maybe there's even people that are just recording the phone, and we can hear something. But I doubt he's coming out from the start and announcing where he's going. In fact, I'd be completely shocked if that's what he did.
That's the issue that I'm having, where if that's the case, if he steps up there and it's like, yeah, I know y'all want to hear where I'm going, and, oh, wink, wink, well, like that's going to bother me. Dude, just make the announcement because teams are going to have to make some moves. I know he doesn't care about that. Don't you care about Max Strus, LeBron? If you go to Cleveland, they're going to have to remove Max Strus.
Yep, Max Strus will be all right. He'll be fine. He got a nice free agent contract when he left Miami. Max Strus will be fine.
I'm 55% we get a decision today.
Where are you, Ray? I'm 5.
Now I'm just scouring the internet to see if anyone has something that says this is going to be live today. That the report that I read earlier from the Associated Press and ESPN was wrong.
I would say the Associated Press is a pretty good source, but they could be wrong.
No, you're right, Ray. It's not live. No, you can't. There's no link to watch. That's not how it operates. It's why they want you to pay the price to get in there.
That's what I mean.
But
paying for the exclusive access to watching this.
Correct. Oh, it's Phil sent us the picture. It's chaos. He sent a picture. There's a guy in a Cleveland LeBron jersey with a goat hat. Goat.
Oh my goodness! You don't think that he can make a decision today with that outpouring?
I'm just saying, why would he?
Why not?
Well, because
He's on a stage at Fanatics Fest. That's pretty big.
It just doesn't make sense that they're releasing this in 5 days. He's going to announce it today. Then why not make the announcement and then talk about it and then release it? I don't know.
That's a good question. It's a good question.
We're going to find out, Sean. We're going to find out. That's for sure.
That's not a Fanatic type, staged or person that they're staging with. That's a real deal Cleveland Cavalier fan dressed as a goat. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig Fanatics Fest. I love live activations. I love all that nonsense, and obviously they're at the top.
And they've evolved, and because I was seeing that they have, like, if you wanted to get a picture with Jalen Brunson and like a meet and greet, was it like $10,000 or something like that, and they sold out. But if you want Mitchell Robinson, you can spend $2,000, and there's spots available to do that. So it's an opportunity for you to go and, like, listen, if you want a picture with Jalen Brunson, especially after he just won a title in New York, how do you do that? Well, you got to spend some cash. It's a lot of cash, but a lot going on up there. I actually had, let me see if I have it. Yeah, because I have the guide to what's going on up at the fest. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So LeBron takes the stage with Halliburton 115. Roger Goodell at 245 with Taylor Rooks take the main stage for a Disney fan draft. Oh, that sounds terrible. Which features superstar talent, and they're announcing a major partnership as ABC and ESPN get set to host next February's Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Who isn't interested in that? Me. Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart continue their championship tour with their Roommate Show podcast.
Yep.
Oh, Aaron Judge is going to be a special guest on. You tune in for that? I'm not either. Kevin Hart is taping several episodes of his Cold as Balls podcast.
Nice.
In cold tubs in front of an audience of thousands, featuring Rob Gronkowski, Cooper Flagg, that soccer player, I think, Zlatan
in the cold tub with Kevin Hart. That's
Novak
cool.
Djokovic.
Okay.
Who's Sean O'Malley? Soccer player?
Sean. Oh, that's Sugar Sean O'Malley. That is a UFC fighter.
No, so a picture in autograph for Brunson was $1,000. $937. It sold out.
That's ridiculous, but
David Ortiz still available. So is Mariano Rivera, Roger Clemens. Roger Clemens, $283.40 for an autographed picture. First Take tomorrow.
Saw that.
Kevin Gandhi hosting the 6 o'clock Sports Center tomorrow. Gail King, I know Ray's going to be paying attention to this one.
Big Gail King.
A big panel with Diana Taurasi, Derek Jeter, Alex Morgan. And if James doesn't announce his new team on Thursday, he'll have another opportunity to do so with a live taping of his longtime The Shop podcast. There you go. That's in tomorrow.
I have a really good source up there. Let's just put it that way. I'm just texting him now.
See if he has any LeBron.
Yep, let's go. Again, these are the things, like, I'm not one of these guys. I just used the word. Ugh. I have a contact up there. Sorry.
How come you get to use sources, but nobody else?
No, I don't use sources. Yucky. I don't. Yucky. I said it by mistake. I have a contact who's a friend who I never bother, but he works in the world of everything that we're talking about. I am going to text him, hey, man, I'm live. I'm curious. Do you know if we're going to
say his name because you always get
No,
mad.
I can't.
But right.
No.
He always gets mad when a reporter uses an unnamed source. He's like, no, that's yucky. You can't use unnamed sources. That's what you're doing.
It's a contact.
So I'm sorry.
It's a contact. It's not a source. It's a contact.
Let's go back through all of the different stories we've done this. Castellanos, Matt Gelb just had contacts in the Phillies organization.
Like 30 of them.
Tim McManus and Jeremy Fowler just had contacts in the Eagles organization talking about Jalen Hurts. Does that change it?
Contacts.
All right. Well, just get the info.
Yeah.
Just get the info. But wanted to shout out the Upper Moreland Little League, the juniors team. They're in the tournament right now. I believe they're in the States because they won last night. They have another game today. My guy Greg Kuzo, his son pitched in one of their last games. They won 11-6 yesterday. They played today at 3, and I told them just keep me updated because I'm an alumni of Upper Moreland Little League. So shout out to the well, they're not the Golden Bears because that's the school, but anyway,
Little League World Series right around the corner.
Yeah, man, always love it.
Yep,
always love it. All right, coming up, man, we've talked about a lot today. There's Sean Brace.
As we always
we still have to give the and LeBron's podcast is going to start next segment as well, Sean.
And you still got to do your top 5 list.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it and I can't.
Oh, we got to lock you in.
No, I know. I don't know how to separate Utley, Jimmy, and Ryan Howard.
People are coming at me. People are mad at me.
They should.
What's my look at the hat I'm wearing? You know the hat I'm wearing? Do you see it?
What does it say? Eagles?
It's a Union hat.
Oh.
See, I support. It's my list.
No, I understand, but I understand it's your list, but also like your list has to make a little bit of sense. Put an Andre Blake on your list ahead of Brian Dawkins.
Let me tell you something.
It's silly.
We were that close to. We should have had a championship. We would have been MLS Cup champions.
All right, my top 5 Philadelphia athletes of the 21st century coming up next. Sean was going to weigh in on the coaches as well.
Yes,
can't wait for that. Also, as we keep track of what's going on with LeBron, Jimmy Rollins was on the All the Smoke show, and he gave some gold about the 2008 Phillies and himself. That's coming up next. Middays and Marks, 97.5.
Now on 97.5, The Fanatic Sports Update.
LeBron watch continues. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update, and I got to find a new way to say it because it's the story of today, yesterday, the last 2 weeks, and for all we know, the next 2 weeks. Today, LeBron's scheduled to have a live recording of his podcast at 1:15 at Fanatics Fest. If you're not good with math, that's about 25 minutes from right now. That podcast will go live. We will keep you updated with anything that he says that comes out from that podcast. If we get any audio from it, we'll be sure to keep you updated on it, as some people speculate the decision could come over the next 2 days while he's at Fanatics Fest. Other people, like Adam Aronson, who joined us yesterday, could see him really stretching this thing out.
He can hold this up for as long as he wants. I don't think that this is going to run into, August or anything. But the difference between doing it this week versus next week versus the week after, there's probably not really any functional difference for LeBron.
You can listen to the full conversation at that website, Fanatic app, YouTube channel. Tonight, Phillies return to action against the Mets. Christian Scott versus Aaron Nola on the mound, 7 o'clock on ESPN. Jonathan Tannenwald of The Inquirer reporting that the Philadelphia Union bringing back Kai Wagner ahead of the second half of their season once they get back from the World Cup break. This update is brought to you by the McComb Group. Visit McCombGroup.com. McComb Group Sports Contractors, one of the largest PVF inventories, pipe, valve, and fittings. Trusted brands count on McComb Group to help you stay on schedule. Visit McCombGroup.com today. I'm Ray Dunn on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Daniel Brace and Ray Dunn. All right, we got to get to Jimmy Rollins. All the smoke. Baseball. See, Sean didn't even know. He listens to too many podcasts.
It's an outlet.
It's not the All the Smoke podcast, which is with Matt Barnes and who? Steven Jackson. This is, I mean, they have their own brand. This is the baseball All the Smoke. It's actually smart. It's well produced. It's well done. It visually is really good.
Things I never thought I would say. I have to tip my cap to the media empire that Matt Barnes is building.
It like the Jimmy Rollins episode. So I think it was yesterday it was released because when you sent it in the email, I hadn't seen it, and I was watching it this morning. Watch the whole thing, and it said like it was released maybe like 18 hours ago, and it only had like 9,000 views, which is like we could do an interview and it gets 8 or 9,000 views on YouTube. So like. And again, I didn't even know they had a separate podcast.
At the time I watched it this morning, the Adam Aronson conversation we had yesterday here on the station had more views on YouTube than Jimmy Rollins, Matt Barnes, and Chris Young chopping it up.
No, I texted you guys last night. I'm like, hey, can we get a Sixers guest? The interview you did with Sixers Adam's killing it. Your roommate.
My roommate.
Can't you just do the interview at home?
We did. We followed up. Yeah, we had a whole hour podcast last night on the couch.
Can we get AA to do it from the toilet? One time, could he do the interview from the toilet?
I can assure you, he will not go for that.
All right.
I would not be comfortable talking to him on the toilet. Remember Herb was in the bathroom at TJ Maxx?
Okay. No, I was not on that show.
That was Martinez Day, I think.
Was it? Yeah, he did that.
Okay.
Anyway, Jimmy Rollins was on, was it an hour and 19 or an hour and 20 or something like that, Ray? And honestly, unless I'm a really big baseball fan, I would have no, like, they're really getting down into, like, the nuts and bolts of Jimmy's career. And Jimmy Rollins won an MVP. Is he really that big of a national star? I
think now.
I mean, here's what I'll say. I mean, it was pretty much every minute of the podcast. It was very, very interesting. He really covered it all in the entire thing.
Forgive me if you just said this, but the Bay Area connection, Jimmy.
Yeah.
To where they're from, yeah. Okay, so. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it makes sense because he is a former MVP and he's good at talking. But what I'm saying is, does that, I mean, to a national audience, is there.
He's on TBS.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
So, yes and no. Yes and no. But it's All-Star game in Philly. You could see the vision.
It makes sense. No, it definitely makes sense. I just was like, man, like, all right, they did an hour and 20 minutes.
I can't wait to watch
Jimmy Rollins.
To your point, like, the last couple of guests, Barack Obama, like
they had an
Obama episode that they went through. They were, who else they have it just recently? It was like another big star, but like, yeah, Jimmy Rollins versus some of the All the Smoke guys.
Right. All right, but so it was amazing. What do you have? What do we have here, Ray?
I have Pat Burrell being the glue guy, and I also have him talking about Eagles' chance.
Give me that. All right, so here is that was interesting as well. All right, so here is J-Roll talking about Pat the Bat.
But another guy that was underneath it all was Pat Burrell. He was the glue. I've known Pat since I was 15 years old. Young Pat would go out and he would fight anything and anybody.
You need one on every team.
At the drop of a dime, and he was, 235 and just angry, but not in a bad way. You know what I'm saying? But just like, he did that. When he do that, he getting serious. Something can happen all the time. But Pat was a glue because if there was ever a disagreement, Pat would throw his arm around me, let's go grab a drink. Hey, this is what some of the guys are feeling. And I have a rebellious spirit. I was like, well, I'm like, you either with me or against me. And he's like, I'm with you, but it's not received that way. What do you want me to tell him? And he's like, well, tell them whatever you want to tell them. You know how I feel. You know where they stand. And so Pat was the glue. Talented, yes, but you always need that glue person. There are different personalities, dynamics, and egos, and somebody has to be big enough to put their ego inside and say, it, I'm going to keep us all together. And that was Pat.
Yeah, Pat doesn't get enough credit. When we talk about the 2008 Phillies, I feel like I talk about Victorino or Worth before I talk about Pat Burrell.
Yeah.
Pat Burrell was the guy. People forget. He was one of the best college baseball players ever.
Hell yeah.
#1 overall pick. And the dude had a legit career.
He had 30 home runs in 7.
Is that right?
No, excuse me, Jimmy did. Sorry.
Well, no, I think he had 30 home runs in 2008.
2003. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
33.
no, Pat Burrell's a really good player, but he was definitely the guy once they traded Abreu, and he talked about it in the podcast a little bit. Once they traded Abreu, it became their team. And that was the biggest thing was Abreu was the guy that came in, and Larry Boa told me this one time. It wasn't that Bobby was necessarily late. It's just that he wasn't early. And he wasn't the first guy that was there, right? So it's like, all right, you're supposed to be in the clubhouse by, let's say, 3:30, 4 o'clock, whatever, and it's 4:02 and Bobby's rolling in. Meanwhile, all the other guys have been there since 3:30, and it's just like, that's the tone he's setting. So you're laughing.
Put that on my tombstone. I'm not early, but I'm not late either.
Right. So he talked about, like, once the veterans got moved on from, then it really became their clubhouse. And Pat was the leader of those guys because he was drafted in, what, 98? It was the year after J.D. Drew because J.D. Drew wouldn't sign, but Pat then became the number one pick the year after, I believe.
Pat's first at-bats with the Phillies was in 2000 even.
Okay.
So he had 474 at-bats, played in 111 games that year.
So that makes sense.
And then same thing with Jimmy.
98. You're right about that.
Yeah. So first overall pick, and then they started under Francona. Jimmy played at the end of that last year with Francona, and then he came up under Boa. And he talked a lot about Larry Boa, and he said that Boa built me. What does it say in the title? It said that Ricky Henderson raised me, and Larry Boa built me. And he told a story about Larry Boa where he was playing the year before he was going to the majors. He was playing in the Arizona Fall League, and they had said to him, "Hey, Boa's here. He's going to be your manager next year. He wants you to wants you to play a full game." So after 2 at-bats, Boa looked down and said, "I don't need to see anymore. You can take him out. I got it. I know what he is." So him and Boa had always been so close, and Boa was a guy that, a lot like Jimmy, big personality, fiery, like, boom, in your face. And so because I'm a big Boa guy, I loved hearing that conversation. It was really good.
Yeah, I got to watch the full thing because the clips are great.
Leading up to the Pat Burrell comment there, when he was talking about Chase and Howard, really interesting to hear the dynamic of the way they dealt with the leadership. Of, like, Chase is in there, and what Bobby Abreu wasn't he's not late, but he's just not early. Chase Utley was there as early as he possibly could. It kind of sounded like Chase Utley, if this was the group project at school,
does the
Chase
most
Utley
work.
did all the work. Jimmy Rollins was the one that presented.
Because he said that Chase would be in there, he'd say in the lab.
In the
and
lab.
He's like, Chase is in the lab studying everything and studying everybody. And I said, like, well, he's doing all the work. Why would I do the work? He's just going to give me the info.
Yeah. No, it was really good, and I thought it was excellent stuff, and I can't wait to watch the full thing.
It was good. More on Rollins in a second. Sean, do you have a LeBron James update?
I do. All right. I got a dude, could I get a little LeBron update music here just for a second? This is a big deal.
Can you use the Hertz music for LeBron or no?
We don't want to friend.
Well, hey, is it breaking news update?
Not yet. We're getting closer enough. There it is. Nice work, Ray. All right, our LeBron update is this. Tyrese Halliburton just got to the building. He's getting pulled in right now as we speak. My contact has gotten back to me. Now, I'm not one of these guys that likes to float things out there. I promise you. That's not what I do. You guys know me better than most. But this dude is about as connected as it gets when it comes to the world of everything that's happening up there. I'll just leave it at that. I said, hey, man, I know you're busy. Last second, curious. Are we getting a decision today? The place looks unbelievable. Couple emojis. Said, if I knew, I'd tell you. I swear. I said, give me a percentage. Follow-up. One follow-up. That's it. 25%, he said yes.
Oh.
So he's at 25%. He knows.
And this is your unnamed source?
This is my unnamed contact. It's my guy. Good dude.
All right. So
does me well.
So LeBron is going to start is scheduled to start his podcast at 1:15.
We have a great Philly Fink checking in. He is all over Fanatic socials. They're warming up. Fanatic
Eric Fink?
Yes. The Fanatics, as they should, are pushing this. Me watching LeBron at Fanatics Fest. It just got real. The GOAT has landed. I think we get a decision today, boys. I'm starting to come around to 75%.
Yeah, I'm closer to 0% than
I think we get a decision this hour of where LeBron James is going to play this year. This hour.
So beginning of the show. The beginning of his podcast.
No.
So it may not be this hour.
It's this hour. They're not doing like an hour pod. I think it's like a 45-minute.
Okay.
Starts at 1:15, right? 1:15?
Well, if he makes an announcement at 1:55, Ricky and Bill aren't coming on. We have to continue doing the show. Yeah. They can just sit out for a little bit.
Just have a
Can
heck
I
of
say
a.
that?
We're live on NBC Sports. It's how the middays of Mark show.
Yeah, sure. Ricky would probably be fine with it. I don't think Bill would.
Yeah, that's it.
Anyway, all right, there you go. So Sean is declaring it's going to happen this hour. All right, listen, I'm all for it. Ray,
I'm starting to talk myself into it. It's happening.
Starting to?
It's happening.
Starting.
Oh, I think it's happening. I do. You give me your percentage. You're at 0.
I said 5. Now I'm at 3.
Ray, are you in?
4%.
Oh, no. I'm not even going to pretend with that. I'm in. No.
I'll make the case that it's under 50%. He makes it next week.
Oh no.
I don't even think he makes it next week.
No.
This stupid podcast that he's recording today is not going to be released till next Tuesday.
I like he's breaking down all the options today.
That's what I hope he does. Listen, I'm off next week, so I hope he gives you content all week.
Are you off Monday through Friday?
I am.
Dude, this place is crowded.
Yeah, it looks crazy.
I hope he calls Halliburton his second favorite Tyrese in the NBA. That's really what I hope we get out today.
Like, my point is this. Is it really fair to do that to the people? LeBron, they're there for one reason. You think they really want to hear you talk the game with Tyrese Halliburton?
Now, this was announced in May.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Sean that it's taken on a life of its own now because he's a free agent and he's expected to make a decision. But here's the other thing. Like, whoever that was, the person on social media that said it's widely expected LeBron makes a decision today. By who? Fans that just feel like that? There's no reason to believe he's actually doing it today other than it's a pretty big event to do it at.
It's not going to be bigger than this. It can't be. LeBron's not going on TV. Will he do it on a video?
It can't be bigger than this.
I don't think it could be.
He could go on YouTube and have 100 million people watching.
But with the people going berserk,
there's a chance you also get booed if you make a decision that most of the crowd doesn't like.
There's 5,000 people there.
Are you poo-pooing Fanatics Fest?
No, here's what I'm saying. You wish you were there so bad, and I'm so glad I'm not there.
So hang on, Ray.
You get caught up in the
I am getting
pageantry.
I'm getting a little hype. But Ray said what in May? This was announced in May?
That he was doing this podcast. That he was going to be a Fanatics Fest.
Yeah, but I don't know in May if he knew that. Like, I believe all this is calculated. I don't know if the calculations were like Mark DeRosa misread the calculations. I don't think it was calculated like this in May. But as he decided he was leaving the Lakers and what they were going to do, now this is an opportunity to. This is the perfect opportunity to go on and do the whiteboard and talk about all the different teams that he likes. Why would he come on today and be like, "Yeah, I'm going to Miami. Or I'm going to Cleveland. I'm going to the city you brotherly love."
He also runs the risk of being booed. What if the crowd doesn't like the decision?
Yeah, that's true.
Ain't no one booing him.
Cleveland fans that are there dressed as goats?
He's dressed as a goat.
You won't even hear him. You won't even hear him. I think we get a decision.
Well, listen, I hope you're right, and we're going to continue to monitor it, and you continue to. Ray and I can do the show, and you can just stay glued to.
I'm refreshing. I'm all over it. I am your LeBron James update anchor for everything Fanatics Fest right now as we speak.
Let's become a prediction market here right now. As we sit at this moment, if we get an announcement because he's supposed to take the stage in the next 2 minutes, if we get an announcement in the next 10 minutes, what's the percentage breakdown for you for teams?
As far as these,
Where he's going?
Yeah. Well, I think it's down to 3.
75. Well, no, because Cleveland, you have to give more than that. 60, 25, 15. 60 Miami. 50 Miami, 20, 25, and 25.
My whole time I've been thinking Cleveland going back, it just makes sense. The whole golf scenario throws a little wrench into it. And the fact that Windhorst said he was going to another city makes me believe Miami is the front runner. So if I go 40 here for us, which I still believe I'm going to sit at 40%.
But here's the other thing, right? If you go like ESPN.com's not saying Fanatics Fest, blah, blah, blah. Like this isn't being publicized other than if you're a honk like us. How many people actually know he's doing this? It's not even going to be live. I don't know, man. I mean, at least ESPN's live tomorrow there. It'd make more sense tomorrow than today.
Yeah, First Take is live. He hates Stephen A. hates LeBron. LeBron hates Stephen A.
That's true. But then he's live doing his barbershop podcast. And then what? So he's going to make the announcement today and he's going to go on the barbershop podcast and then that's not going to be released till next week?
He comes out on First Take in the jersey of the team that he's going to wear and dunks on Stephen A. Smith.
Wouldn't that be great?
And that's how he makes his decision.
He gave Stephen A. clothesline. Or he comes off of something from the roof. And
This
he
is bad.
Dives on top.
This
of
is
him.
very,
Stephen
very
A.
bad.
All right.
Well, Pat McAfee's in studio, it looks like, today, just keeping us updated on where everybody is. So it feels like he might, if LeBron wanted to do the whole circuit with this, if ESPN wanted some sort of access to it, wouldn't they have him there? Wouldn't they have Shams live out in front of Fanatics Fest as we await the potential decision?
I got a new item for you.
Okay.
LeBron James, currently. I can't.
What do you,
Somebody said they're blue sneakers. They look purple.
Stop doing this to yourself.
I can't tell if they're blue.
Oh, so
No,
underneath,
those are purple. Those are blue.
How is he dressed?
He's got a sweatshirt on, a white T-shirt, relaxed. He's very casual. White socks. Those aren't blue shoes.
So he
bro.
can't. He's not wearing the Adidas pants where he could rip off the pants and be in a Sixers uniform.
He's a Nike athlete. No. No. A guy says blue and white shoes down to the Sixers and Warriors confirmed. They're purple shoes, bro. What are you seeing, Will?
Oh my God.
I'm hype. I think this happens, boys. I really do. Why not? That place is electric. That place is on fire right now. Yeah, there's 5,000 people. I get it. But they're all around that gigantic stage. That stage, that setup is massive. I said that, yeah, they're going to have a Jumbotron. They got multiple, John. Not just one.
I believe it. Yeah, LeBron's a really big deal. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all.
I heard that.
And then this whole thing where he's a free agent and people think he's going to announce it because there's so many goofs out there that are just like, yeah, widely expected to announce it today. There's Sean Brace.
I'm buying.
Front and center.
I'm subscribing to what they're selling.
Today they announced that the Lakers and JJ Redick have reportedly gone their separate ways, and Mind the Game brings back its original host, JJ Redick, alongside LeBron James. That would be the expectation for me today. That's your wild card announcement.
Yeah, today's all about, hey, we haven't heard from you. What are you thinking? You're not going back with the Lakers. What are you thinking? He's going to talk about the teams that he's considering. He's going to talk about
I've been taking time with my family.
Playing golf and family, and maybe he talks about the World Cup and the NBA Finals. And this isn't an announcement podcast. We haven't heard from LeBron. What's he doing?
What's new with you, man?
He's been golfing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I love that Halliburton's the guy.
Yeah, Ant's there. You never know. There's all sorts of guests that are going to be popping up out of the curtain. There's a lot of people in the building.
All right.
We get Will Ferrell on the side.
I'll be all over it for you here. Okay, I am your LeBron James update anchor correspondent for all things Fanatics.
Doesn't Kevin Hart have to make an appearance, of course?
He pops out of the cold tub. Right. Hey, everybody.
My buddy said he's going to see Jumanji on Christmas Day if they sign LeBron. Because they're coming out with the fourth Jumanji this Christmas.
With
which I didn't
Kevin
know
Hart?
about. Yeah, with Kevin Hart.
Oh, I can't wait for
He said if they get LeBron, because Kevin Hart obviously was doing the pitching for him on the golf course.
Apparently, Will Smith is all over his Instagram, too. The last 24 hours.
Okay.
For LeBron?
Yes.
Huh.
A lot of Philly flavor, John.
Wow.
Ooh.
Now?
Patti LaBelle, a matter of fact, when he woke up this morning, she was singing to him right by his bedside.
Huh?
LeBron James. Yeah, a lot of Philly flavor happening right now.
Wow.
Issue with Will Smith there. Could he be hanging out with Will Smith for the song Miami?
No.
Would Will do that to the city of Philadelphia?
Be a real slap in the face.
Is he still a part owner?
No, I don't think so. 610-632-0975. Get your text messages, your phone calls, and your memos, voice memos to the Davis Honda text line. All right? 610-632-0975. We'll keep you updated on that. We also have to recast Rocky coming up in one of the last segments before we get out of here. Sean Brace is in one of the leading roles, although he's not in the leading role. But he's not just a bit part.
Okay. I'm very intrigued on who I'm playing, but I'm not playing Balboa.
You're not.
Am I playing Apollo? Apollo?
I'm not at liberty to discuss. But Ray could possibly win an Oscar. It is a role where he could win an Oscar, correct?
Wow.
What the hell are we doing here?
Who is Ray in the Rocky?
That's coming up next.
I can't wait.
The new Rocky movie's coming out. Fanatic personnel were cast in the Rocky movie. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
They're supposedly live. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. This was the scheduled time for LeBron James and Tyrese Halliburton to be up on stage at Fanatics Fest recording LeBron's podcast. Some people speculating we're getting a decision today, including our own Sean Brace. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. Speaking to Adam Aronson of Philly Voice yesterday, said this thing could drag out.
He can hold this up for as long as he wants. I don't think that this is going to run into, August or anything. But the difference between doing it this week versus next week versus the week after, there's probably not really any functional difference for LeBron.
We spoke with Adam Aronson about all different things going on with the 76ers. Catch the conversation one more time. Website, Fanatic app, and our YouTube channel. Phillies return to action tonight against the Mets. They are in the second half, 54-43, 2 games back of the NL East leading Braves. 7 o'clock tonight on ESPN. And in Union news, as they get ready to get back from the World Cup break, Jonathan Tannenwald, the Inquirer, reporting they bring back Kai Wagner. This update brought to you by the McComb Group. Visit McCombGroup.com. McComb Group Sports Contractors, one of the largest PVF inventories for pipe, valve, fittings. 2 trusted brands. Count the McComb Group to help you stay on schedule. Visit McCombGroup.com today. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and Union, 97.5. The
Middays with Marks. 1 o'clock hour of the show is always brought to you by Morgenstern Hair Restoration. MorgensternHair.com, Morgan with an E, 610-831-HAIR. Tell them I sent you. Look at my hair if you're watching on YouTube. Thought
Good on TV yesterday.
Oh, man. Yeah, I forgot it was on TV. I did. I didn't even go home and watch it or anything. I was just like, yeah, I'm on TV. No big deal. I know Ray likes, even though, can we talk about this for a second? Ray comes in dressed like a schlub when he's doing TV. You agree? No, maybe not a schlub. But he's not dressed. I know how you would dress if you're coming in for TV. You're not wearing a suit. You're making sure that you look fashionable, right?
That's correct.
All right. Ray comes in, he's kind of wearing like whatever. Ray, how do you respond to that?
Yeah. I don't have any real response to it. I came in a long sleeve Temple shirt on Friday when I was on TV. I'll come in a T-shirt, I'm sure. Usually it's a sweatshirt, honestly, when I'm on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good with it. I don't really have a problem with it. I said it to Sean. The reason I do it, I want the person at the bar to believe they can do that, and I want the person at the gym to keep working hard because they don't want to be that. And I feel like that's a really good way to continue about my life.
I don't know if anybody's watching at the gym thinking about working out because of the way you're dressed.
Yeah, they're like, I want to get bigger. I want to lift.
All right. Well, we are paying attention to what's going on at the Fanatics Fest as LeBron James, as he taking the stage, Sean.
Yes, he has. LeBron James is currently in the seat on the stage at Fanatics Fest talking to Tyrese Halliburton. Currently opens up with his decision to keep playing. More from the update desk as we continue. Live from Fanatic.
Because people thought he was going to retire. His decision to keep playing what? Basketball? Wait, what is he talking about?
From Dave McMiniman, Tyrese Halliburton attempted to ask LeBron James about his decision early on in the program, and James did not bite, saying, quote, "Didn't we already talk about this in the back?" Halliburton said, "I'll leave it alone." Boo.
Oh. Wow, so he's not even entertaining the Rich Paul whiteboard talk.
Well, folks.
Yeah, I mean.
6 more weeks of winter.
Yeah.
Bron saw his shadow.
Yeah, for the widely expected announcement today at 1:30.
Oh, I bet the lure was in the water, John.
And he's not going to do it with the barbershop.
They hooked me like a big fish. They pulled me in.
And the stupid show that's going to come out on Tuesday is not going to give you crap if he already doesn't want to talk about it. And hopefully he comes back and maybe he talks. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, honestly, Sean, I don't care what he has to say.
You care about where he's going.
Yeah, I don't care about any of the other stuff. Great.
Well, that's all I care about.
A lot of people do. I understand LeBron James is a big star. That's his podcast. There's a reason why I didn't even know that this was his podcast. So I don't care.
I'm with you.
The Barbershop show, is it on HBO or is that before?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm never going to watch that.
I watched a little bit of it.
Okay, if he becomes a 70, like with Jaylen Brown. I never watched the Jaylen Brown stream before. Now he's a 76er. Guess what? I'm still not going to watch it, but Ray's going to watch it. He's going to get all that. You certainly.
I am too. I'm a subscriber.
I'll let you guys get the good stuff that comes from it. So he's gonna talk about nothing that anybody cares about, unless you're a fanboy.
What's his thoughts on the smoke coming out of Canada? That's really what I wanted.
I at least was hoping he would talk about the teams he was considering, and he took the next step in talking about, like, yeah, I'm a free agent. A lot of, LeBron, a lot of people are talking about your decision and what you're going to do. And, like, he gives you a little something. Like, yeah, like there's a lot of great places I could go to. And even if he doesn't want to go over each team individually, being thoughtful and talking about it for a couple of minutes doesn't hurt anybody.
LeBron James, quote, from the Fanatics Fest stage in New York City that John does not care about. "I could average 10 points in the league for a long time, 65 or something like that. I don't get fouls called for me anymore, so I would say 3 layups and 4 free throws, but they don't call fouls for me. So if I get 2/3 of layups, half, that's 12 points right there." LeBron also would not bite when he was asked for a decision.
Why is he talking about that? How long is he going to play? I guess how long he's going to play because he said his decision to continue playing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, I'm at a 0.
Did anybody think that LeBron wasn't playing past last year?
No.
He's going to need a multiple-year victory lap. Not just 1 year. He's going to want multiple years.
I feel like it's already started.
Damn.
Yeah, like a 3-year victory lap.
All right, I'm at a 0, guys. We're not getting a decision.
My prediction could come true. Dave McMenamin reporting, former co-host JJ Redick in attendance for the podcast.
Oh, wow.
A Mind the Game reunion, folks. That's what we all were looking forward to this afternoon.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Can't wait. Poor Steve Nash.
Damn. They got me like a big fish, John.
Anyway.
I feel like a little fish on a big hook.
Yeah. All right. Well, I tried to do the top 5 athletes in Philadelphia since the beginning of the century, 21st century, because LeBron is being named the Time Magazine top athlete of the century so far, and I can't do it. And Ray, I know that's a cop-out, and it's cheap. I just don't know how to do it. Oh, I literally, like look at it. And I've tried many times. I'll hold it up for YouTube. Who's number 1? Jason Kelce?
Put your name on it. Let's go.
Okay, can Jason Kelce be number 1?
Yes.
I mean, he was dressed as a mummer for the first Eagles parade.
It's your list.
All right. Well, no, but see, it just can't be my list because your list is silly. I at least want mine to be good. All right. But I can't break up. Here's my biggest problem. I can't break up Utley, Rollins, and Howard.
Well, then put them on the list.
I can't because there's Lane Johnson and Brian Dawkins, and I can't have a tackle above Brian Dawkins.
I had a goalie.
I know you did. That's why it's stupid. Ray? And like Jalen Hurts, so here's how I look at it, right? It's about popularity. It's also about accomplishments. But can I put this player on the list? How do I explain the Eagles of the 21st century without having Brian Dawkins on the list? Can I? I can't do it without Jason Kelce. I can't do it without Brian Dawkins. Can I do it without Jalen Hurts? I think I can.
Uh-oh. You want me to hit the bed?
He's been in 2 Super Bowls, so I understand what you're saying, and he's won 1.
Correct.
But can I put him above Brian Dawkins and I can't. And with Brandon Graham, his on-field accomplishments for Brandon Graham aren't good. Wasn't a good enough player. You can retire his number, and his number will be retired. But he's not a good enough player to make the top 5, Brandon Graham.
I think I put PG with what you just said. How can you tell the story of the Eagles from 2000 on? I think you have to say it with Brandon Graham in front of Brian Dawkins.
It's hard not to. But Dawkins is a Hall of Fame player.
Understood.
Brandon isn't. And he had a very good career.
Great career.
And I love him. And he's Mr. Eagle, and he's going to play again this year, and there's no one more happy than me. And I love Brandon. He's one of my favorite people, right? But also Chase Utley, Jimmy Rollins, and Ryan Howard. How do I leave them off the list? But then I have to choose one. And I can't choose one without being the other 3. So am I going to choose Chase Utley?
Put your name on it.
God, I can't do it. All right,
Kelce won, though? Are you comfortable saying that? I will be fine if you just give me your number 1 answer.
I don't even want to say Kelce. No, he's a center. I can tell you there's no 76er on this list.
Hungry dogs run faster.
All right, give me another segment. I'll get it to you. All right, so we recasted Rocky. Can you give me a little Rocky music or something quickly, Ray? Because there's a new Rocky movie that's come out, Sean Brace.
Yep.
All right.
I think it looks great.
Yesterday, I think Bill's going to do the same thing on the show. But yesterday, we were talking about if we recasted the Rocky movie, who would play who? All right. Without a doubt, Rocky, you would need a meathead, former athlete. Sean Brace does not make the list.
No.
He is a meathead.
Yep.
Ricky Batalka would be the obvious choice. But I'm going Bill Colarulo to be cast as the new Rocky Balboa. Right? Ray, would you agree?
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Underrated meathead. I could see him trying to be a boxer, wearing the sweatsuit.
South Philly
running around.
Right. Yeah, no, I could see that.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, which means where does Ricky go? Well, if you watch the original Rocky, Spider Rico. Who's the tomato can that Rocky beats up? Ricky Batalka is Spider Rico.
Oh,
if we recast the Rocky.
Wow. And here I was worried, just having some fun with them, but hey, you really got lucky tonight.
All right, so where does Sean Brace fit in all of this?
Yeah, where am I at?
Paulie.
What are we waiting for? I can do a good Paul. Yeah, let's go.
Sean Brace is Paulie.
I like it.
Now, Where does Ray Dunn fit in all of this?
No, I did Mick. That wasn't Paulie. What the hell? That was
I
a
don't
bad.
know
Yeah,
either.
that was a bad job. I did Mick there. Sorry about that.
Well, no.
I need some Paulie quotes.
He goes, "Hey, Tom, you're a piece of garbage."
That's definitely me.
So where does Ray fit in all this?
Oh, no.
Well, so I think a lot of people in this area would say Mick. You know, like, all right, like Mick, trainer, old school, grumpy, miserable. I actually am casted as Mick, as the guy that motivates Rocky. But Ray deserves a big part in the movie.
I agree.
So how do you get Ray involved?
Don't.
Is he Adrian?
Adrian.
He's Adrian.
Hey, listen. Go woke or go broke. There's no reason why Bill and Ray couldn't be married in the new Rocky.
Wow. Ray.
Ray left the board.
What do you want me to do?
Ray, yeah. Yes, and Ray would be in the hospital bed when Bill would ask him that, and then Bill would run out. And Ray would be left in the hospital bed. It's 2026. There's no reason. No, but I told you we were going to do it on the show.
Adrian.
No, it was. But we both agreed at the same time. Yeah, no, Ray would be Adrian. You'd be cast as Adrian.
Right, it's a good part.
You could win an Oscar.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. You know they're just
The last thing in the world I want to do is play Bill Colarulo's love interest. There is nothing on this earth that I
but you
want to
think
play
about
less.
it. You think about it. If those leftist Oscar voters, they would love to see a Rocky remake where Rocky's gay and Ray plays Adrian.
Stallone ain't allowing that to happen to his brand. I can guarantee that. No
Ray,
doubt in my mind.
congratulations. You won the
nice
Oscar.
work. Nice work. That is tremendous.
We got more LeBron stuff coming up.
Coming up, another LeBron update. The YouTube chat recap. Middays with Marks 97.5.
Got something to say about Philly sports?
Text us on.
All right, Middays, Marks. Unfiltered, Ricky Bo, Bill Calarulo coming up next. My wife with a text message, 141. What are you talking about on air?
Uh-oh.
Which means there's probably people texting her.
Correct. What did we didn't even
we did Woke Rocky and then just LeBron, right?
Yeah. No wife talk.
No. It'd be nothing to make her mad. I'm just wondering what people are they're saying.
Oh, by the way, my wife is off for the next 7 weeks.
Huh?
Yeah, she got her company did some paternity leave deal, like where they added last year. So they're a very good company. Shout out Ardelyx. And they said, you know what? We did that last year. We owe you. So they gave her 7 weeks this summer to use it for paternity leave, right?
Yeah.
Because we just had the baby. So for the next 7 weeks, she's not going to be in the car. So daddy can talk.
Oh, without worrying that she's going to.
Yep.
Well, I mean, back at my old job, and it was because Bella's now 5, so it's that many years ago, they gave you a year to use. I forget how many. I think it was 3 months paternity. No, I didn't take it. You can't if you're a radio host, you can't take it. I mean,
No.
technically I could.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you don't do it, but you know what I did? I at the end of the year, I use like in December. I won't be able to do it now because I don't have the vacation.
Sure.
I pretty much was off the last half of December. But yeah, like the good companies, you get good time off. That's great.
You should.
Yep.
If there's one thing don't mess around with, it's healthcare and of course that.
Absolutely. All right, there you go.
I think I got a week off from my arm.
All right, so we have. Well, I mean, it wasn't that long ago where guys were just expected to go to work like this, like, "Hey, honey, take care of it."
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, the baby's out. 8 pounds and 3 ounces. See ya."
They did me right, but I think where I was at, it was kind of just I'm in and out. I had a lot of freedom.
Yeah. All right, so we have LeBron audio. He's live right now doing his podcast at the Fanatics Fest. Here's some LeBron audio.
I heard Warriors. I heard Philly, Miami. This guy just told me to come to the Yankees. I'm like,
oh, so he is talking about it.
Yep.
He's playing it up.
Yep.
And he's not making a decision today, Sean?
Nope. And I'm frustrated. I was subscribing to what you were out. Like he should have talked to you. He should have brought out Rich Paul's whiteboard and broke down all the. Oh, this is why I think about. You want to talk about the views? If he did that, 3 teams. Cleveland, they got this going well.
Is that the barbershop? I'd see, because where he is right now, that there's too much chaos to do that. Rich Paul, imagine Rich Paul trying to do that in a non-controlled location. You almost need to be somewhere where you're not going to get people going crazy.
Yeah, I heard there was something similar with the Worth podcast down at Stateside Live over the weekend.
Oh, I can imagine.
And he was getting a little fired up that people weren't being quiet. He's doing a podcast. I wasn't there. I heard. But it's one of those deals where it's like, dude, you're at Stateside Live. People are going to be talking, partying, having a good time.
But people may be coming down because they know you're doing the podcast. Like, when we do live, if we go to a bar to do a show, it's hard to hear what's being said in the show.
Correct.
Unless it's coming over sometimes it's just coming out of speakers by the table. People can't hear it. So if you want to hear a show, you probably aren't going to hear it a lot if you go to a jam-packed place. And Worth was hoping that people were listening to the show is what I heard. Right?
Yeah. Pretty funny.
And there weren't a lot of people listening to the show.
No, it's like
they were making a lot of noise.
Yeah, it's a party.
Anyway. All right. Well, I mean, and I'll just go back to my original prediction from the start of the show. He ain't making the decision this week. He ain't making the decision next week. Next week is when he ramps it up, and then it's the following week is when he makes the decision.
Ew.
That's my prediction.
Feel yucky.
All right.
Yucky.
Anything else from LeBron front? Ricky and Bill are going to keep you updated during the show.
He is now talking about Tyrese texted LeBron to recruit him to come to Indiana. Not that Tyrese. And his response was 2 laughing emojis. So everybody's pitching. So no to the Pacers. We could check them off the list.
I'm glad he's playing into it. That's just for the Pacers?
Yeah, it's just for Indiana.
Oh, I thought that you had breaking.
No, well, I'll tell you what. I give the bump and a bump for if you're going to drag this on.
Do you think LeBron does a singled out type thing where he eliminates a couple franchises next week?
Why not?
and he says that, like, I know like Minnesota, but I've eliminated them. I'm not considering them. I'm down to these 3 teams. Do you imagine if he did that? That he's now announcing that'd be great. And now it's down to these 3 teams. Does he eliminate Cleveland just because he doesn't want to lead them on? That's the other thing is you don't want to lead Cleveland on.
What a career. The fact that he's doing this, still gathering this attention at this point in time in his career, it's incredible.
Yep. All right, there you go. Let's do the YouTube chat recap, Ray. What do we got?
It's time for the YouTube chat recap.
How about filling us in?
Let me tell you something else, man.
Watch us live on YouTube every single weekday.
I can't lie.
Let me tell you something.
It's the Middays with Marks YouTube chat recap.
Giddy up.
Hey, Brace, has your wife started talking to you yet? Andrew Ellis from the chat.
We did. We just signed a peace treaty. The Strait is now back open. And, there's a lot of imports flooding in, a lot of good business being handled at the house. Everything's good.
But you know that that peace treaty in Iran didn't last very long?
Oh, neither. My marriage is going to last, but
right,
neither with this one. Either.
So I don't know if it's a great example to give the Iran peace treaty. The Strait's open. Yeah, we're pretty much bombing them right away, and ships were getting fired on.
Good grief.
What's next?
Brace's list is not bad, actually. Then again, it might be the fumes of the wildfires that are making me talk. If Bayless from the chat...
Maybe.
Nice work, Gif.
And by the way, I'll be out watching horse racing tonight. Parks Racing, 5:30 to 7:30 with Matt Court and Kincade.
How about
and
that?
we're going to be talking Sixers and LeBron.
Trifecta.
How about that? If LeBron comes back to Philly, can't Matt Court, doesn't he have to come back?
Yes.
For another year. You can't retire if LeBron comes.
No, that's okay if he comes back.
And it's early enough to where they haven't held tryouts or anything. So I think you could just listen.
It's Matt Cord.
They did the whole thing, but it'd be okay if he came back.
It's Matt Cord.
Agreed. What's next?
John Marks is clearly on drugs if he thinks Lane Johnson is over Allen Iverson. Even with the Super Bowls. Money Mar from the chat.
No, I mean, Money Mar, you're right, but Lane Johnson's a Hall of Famer. Allen Iverson's a Hall of Famer. Allen Iverson's an international superstar. Lane Johnson's a better player at his position for the Eagles.
And also from 2000 on.
Yes, and 2000 on. That's actually the best point of it all. If you look at Allen Iverson's numbers, and he still scored points, how effective was he really? I can't put Allen Iverson on a top 5 list for just the 2000s.
One thing I learned today, Ray, John Marks, not a list guy.
I just can't do it. I would have to leave all the Phillies off the list, which I don't want to do. All right, what's next?
Typical LeBron. He knows who he is going to play with, but he's getting the attention that he craves by not saying anything. Jim from the chat.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm. And there's a quote out there, I forget what he said, it was like 2-3 years ago, where he's like, I actually don't do well with the attention. Pretty funny.
No, he does not like attention. He would rather just not be bothered, LeBron. What's next?
Hey, Sean, as much as you've been going out lately and partying, are we 100% sure that this tingle that you keep referring to doesn't need some sort of a cream or antibiotic?
Oh,
wow.
Dawood from the chat.
No. Definitely not. No. And actually, I've been out from the World Cup. I've been out, but everything is coming to a close finally. All-Star game festivities coming to a close.
Well, I'm looking at this drop, and I'm doing my best not to hit it. Something Sean said about Magic.
Oh, God. Yeah. That's probably not a good one to hit. I'll tell you what, the stomach's taking a hit. That's for darn sure. Nothing solid these days. I'm hurting.
Coming up, Ricky Batalico, Bill Calarulo. Anything happens with LeBron. Otherwise, LeBron watch is going to extend into tomorrow. That's coming up next. Everybody have a good one, team.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Nothing really happened. Dom Ray's done with his Fanatic Sports Update. And today at 1:15, LeBron took the stage at Fanatics Fest for the live recording of his Mind the Game podcast. And we don't really have any idea where his mind's at after that live podcast, at least at this point, as they continue on up there at Fanatics Fest. So far, talking a little bit about why he's still playing, mentioning some of the teams that have had rumored he's interested in, but no decision has come through yet. We'll keep you updated on LeBron Watch throughout the day if we get any more from Fanatics Fest, any of the other appearances that he has booked through today, and of course tomorrow as LeBron Watch hits, I think, almost 2 weeks at this point, even longer. Phillies get back to action tonight. They've got the Mets. They enter the second half of the season at 54-4.